Cloaca.
All right, and we are finally back. It's been a while. I'm glad to be back. I enjoyed it so much. Yes, I missed that. A couple of quick announcements before we get going. So the merch store is still live. Go check it out. Go buy some things. Go support us. It really helps a lot. The other streams. Rime of the Frost Maiden is on a brief hiatus as DM Craig braves the frigid Canadian North on tour. And we'll be returning on September 1st for episode 4, The Road to Brian Shander. In the meantime, watch the party meet for the first time and undergo their first adventure together by catching up on the first 3 episodes right here on the Penny Dragon Twitch channel. Sovereign Saga continues on Friday, the 19th of August. The party have arrived at Druid Braytax Grove just in time to defend it from an incoming horde of giants. This could be their most challenging battle yet. I do not like that word, horde of dragons. I think that is the wrong collective noun for, sorry, not dragons, giants. That's
the gaggle of giants.
I don't know. Someone come up with a collective noun for giants.
A stump of giants?
It's a parliament of giants.
No, that's elves. I mean, thunder is dragon. I don't know.
Violet Madness was live last Sunday, and in case you missed it, the Swampy Maya has really started to take its toll on the party. Damien seems uneasy. Ulfric learns that he is a wanted man, and Shadar finds the answer to a question he regrets ever asking. The Churn Gang is back this Friday for the Alternative Academy Part 3. The gang finally face off against Baba Blackpeak. We will see how that goes, and I'm still expecting some good wizard loot to come out of that one.
When they loot the wizard.
Yeah, loot the wizard. The Cloaks of Mindhelm returns on the 14th of August. Will the party back down and leave with their lives, but not their pride? Or will they uphold their duty and face Belloc the Deathless in mortal combat? Defeat means death, and victory is far from certain. Candlekeep Mysteries. There's a bit of a summer break for the party trapped in the extraplanar manor in Candlekeep Mysteries. They have 4 of the 7 books, and the furniture seems far less aggressive. For now at least. We'll be back on the 25th of August to see if they can find the rest of the books and escape. And then lastly, Penny for Your Thoughts is back on the 11th with some of the DMs. Geez. Sorry guys, I'm a bit... Let's try that again. Penny for Your Thoughts is back on the 11th with some of the DMs as the answering questions that get asked, like, why does this NPC have level 20 stats, yet he's only a baker in the game? Or why does this character have abilities I've never seen? And important questions like, if you were to see a player struggle, how would you as a DM help them and make them feel like they are part of the team? That will be this Thursday with Ryan running it again.
So that tells me we're not to fuck with Grumbletooth because he's the only baker we've encountered in the game. And he's heavily implied that he's a...
See, I don't know he's a level 20 character, but it's just... When I was thinking of that question, that was the first character that came to me.
Grumbletooth will fuck us up. I just know it.
It's like Terry Pratchett, who says that, really old barbarians are the scariest people on earth because how did they survive to be so old? A retired barbarian is terrifying.
Yeah. Like, we should get Grumbletooth to help us kill Valder. I'm sure he'll do it. He hates that guy.
I think he might take some convincing.
Well, we'll offer to kill Gribble for him. He doesn't like Gribble. Neither do we. He's kind of the worst.
Back to this game. So last session, you guys made your way over to the House of Tollival, where some strange goings on have been happening. There's been some ghostly apparitions that you've seen, some poltergeist activity, even a possession, where you followed the wizard to the top of the tower. I forget his name, I'll get it now. But you followed him to the top of the tower he was staying, where he was speaking an incantation, translated by Luca from Abyssal, with the help of a comprehend languages spell. Too late, it was realized that it was a summoning ritual, and he summoned some starspawn manglers. You guys fought them back. You threw one off the tower at one point, knocked out the wizard, and that's basically where we ended it last time. Right after the battle, so that is exactly where we will pick it up again, with everyone standing around at the top of the tower deciding what to do with this poor unconscious wizard.
Greg has picked him up by the ankle and is dangling him off the edge of the building.
No, you are not.
So I'm like,
he's interrogating him.
Because I had forgotten that the wizard. I think even during the fight, I forgot that the wizard was like in a dream state, and that we were actually beating up the wizard who lived in this tower, and not Televar the Ancient.
He has been stabilized. I did that already.
Okay.
The grid seems off for some reason.
Did you stabilize him at 0, or did you?
I've stabilized him at 0, just in case.
Cool. Yeah, no, I just couldn't remember that one. So
yeah, no, I
stabilized at 0. So still unconscious, but stable.
Still unconscious. Still use my med kit things to do it, but I've deliberately done it at 0, so he's not immediately coming back in case the ghost is.
Do you want me to get him back up, Aldrin? Save your resources.
I'm more worried making sure we've got rid of the ghost before we do it. It's obviously
fairly
easy.
Did you use them all? I feel like you used them all.
I might have used them all. I don't remember. It's been like 3 weeks. I don't think I marked them. No, I didn't.
Yeah, I have detect thoughts, but I don't have it. It's not learned for today, so I can't use it.
Let's see.
I mean, my sheet says I still have 2, but I definitely used at least 2. So
why can't I
Magna, roll me a d6.
D6, okay. 1.
On brand.
Absolutely.
For all we know, that's a good thing, though.
All right, cool.
So how many hours he'll be unconscious, or
how many death saves he has to make?
Okay. So none of us have any spells that we can use to probe his mind while he's asleep.
Let me see what I've got there. I just had to refresh.
Presumably he's possessed. Like, did we see the ghost come out of him when we knocked him down? I can't remember.
Yeah, we saw the ghost come out, and we've
the crap out of the ghost too, with radiant damage.
Well, we should probably wake him up here then, so that at least he knows that, you know, when he wakes up in a strange place, all wounded, in a with at least one horrible monster still dead here. Like, did those extraplanar creatures kind of dissolve after we killed them, or are they still here?
They have not dissolved. No, they are
the astral bullshitters.
And I cast at this point see invisibility, so I can see anything invisible, and I can see anything in the ethereal plane, which is not quite the same as any astral things, but at least I have an idea.
Give me a thing.
What do I see at this point?
What do I look like in the ethereal plane?
Come on, Magneto.
Hey, I've landed for now. That's the point. Actually, the bubbles probably.
Did you see a massive demon is kind of like Craig's shoulder?
Well, the ethereal plane is kind of like outer space. I don't think your appearance changes in the ethereal plane, but your astral projection is what shows your truth.
As a general note, anyone who doesn't have at least 11 hit points, you do now.
Excellent.
I just did not get hit that fight because anytime I went after something, it got thrown somewhere else.
I got hit. Only one round of hits took me down to 18 hit points.
Yeah, like what I remember, what Crab rushed up, beat the shit out of the wizard, turned around to hit everything else, and they were just gone because Ilian fucked one off the tower.
On top of what Aldwin is doing as well, Sean, I don't know if this is going to help, but I'm also going to cast this. The detect evil and good. I'm especially focusing on the wizard himself, but obviously anything else around me if it happens to be there as well.
Wizard alien.
Yeah, alien's just fucking pure evil.
Oh, this again. So again, this doesn't actually detect evil or good. It just detects like it's kind of like paladin sense. It just detects things.
Yeah, but the difference is this one sees through walls.
It's a better divine sense. I don't like how
this
it's
blocked
called
by 1
detect
millimeter
evil
of
and
any
good,
material.
because like, who's to say that a fiend, elemental, or undead is necessarily evil? You know.
Wow, that's actually an argument I had Sunday.
Yes, like
Alduin, with your see invisibility, you can, and it's quite strange to see. I mean, it looks like there are tears all around you. And give me an Arcana check.
Oh shit!
I can't do that. I'm concentrating on see invisibility.
no,
I'm not. It's not concentration. Aha! I can do that.
Time, space.
Where is my rips and tears around me? Is not a good description for see invisibility. Arcana. Well, we all know how good I am at that sort of intelligence-based stuff. How about the House of 12?
Yeah, I mean, so you walk up to one of these stairs and just kind of try and inspect it, and you can see ghostly shapes that move around beyond the stair, almost like it's an opening. You do not recognize any of them.
Okay, eyes twitching slightly, and I will step back.
What are you seeing?
I don't know. It's like rips in. I've never seen it. I presume I've never seen anything like it or heard anything in terms of.
What are you seeing? Are you seeing the astral plane? Or are you seeing the ethereal plane?
I should be. I only see the ethereal in terms of the spell. So
I have oil of etherealness. If you want to send somebody into the ethereal plane, we could oil up.
Judging by the condition of this place, I mean, maybe damage caused by that plane of beacon. I guess when it exploded, it's done something. I'm kind of impressed. There's only been the one ghostly.
Look at the old
activity.
man and see. Can you look at the old man and see if he's got anything connecting him?
Does Galio have anything ethereal upon him? Or any?
Currently, no. He doesn't appear to have anything on him. Let me just double check what else you would see. Objects that were visible. See the ethereal plane. Ethereal objects appear ghostly and translucent. No. So you don't see anything.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not possessed right now. But this is freaky.
Well, the best person to answer will be him, right? So shall I get him up?
Yeah, he doesn't appear to be possessed at the minute.
Wait for the call, Craig.
Just going to surround him, just in case he tries to run.
That's fine, but wait for the call, okay? And
before killing him, or
as in, don't fucking murder him.
Craig just lowers the chunk of rock he was holding. He's like, oh.
He's just got a huge rock.
Sad puppy.
Magna, you got inspiration from Peter Gibson.
Yeah, my man.
I never get inspiration.
I'm going to put 5 points of lay on hands on him.
All right. So he takes a sharp intake of breath, and his eyes flutter open, and he's just kind of lying there on the ground, looking up at all of you. He looks quite confused.
5 points of lay on hurt, just in case.
Friend or ghost?
He just kind of lies there for a second, looking at everyone, and he asks, "What ghost?"
The one that was inhabiting you.
Tell her what's it.
He kind of begins to sit upright.
I will help him sit up as he's doing this.
He tells you that that's impossible. He doesn't remember anything about that.
But that's a sign of possession.
Looks like the ghost of the old wizard was bringing you up here for something. Do we have the journal?
Craig's gonna grab the Star Spangled, whatever the fuck it's called,
Mangler.
and Star Spawn Mangler, yeah. And
Mangler,
he's gonna drag it over, and he's like, "You summoned this to kill us, or the ghost did, or you did. It could have been you. If it was you, well, I wouldn't want to be you."
I mean, he grabs a pair of spectacles out of his, somewhere inside his.
As he reaches in the robe, Craig just goes for it. Like his hand axe is like, whoop, 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 whoop. Slowly.
He takes it out. It just kind of, shows that it's just a pair of glasses, and he puts them on, and he just starts looking at this thing, and it looks like he's kind of examining it, and you can hear him muttering to himself about the physical characteristics of this thing. Kind of like he's trying to memorize it.
So we're to assume you unaware of what was going on, right?
That was an accidental click, but I was considering it.
I mean, you can cast that. I'm happy for you to cast it.
Does he know when we do that? Do they know?
You can read the thoughts of a certain creature when you cast the spell, and add your action on each of your spell. You can
verbal, somatic, and yes, they'll know if you're doing that.
But he'll know that you're casting a spell, but he won't know. He might not know what it is.
He's a wizard. He probably knows the spell. No, I'll leave it. I was trying to click the thing to make it bigger so I could read it, and then it just went.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I'll say, sir, we were in the outer chamber, and then you came out of your room, and you were clearly not yourself. You were crawling on the wall, and then you crawled upstairs, and then you summoned these creatures that we had to kill, and we also knocked you unconscious. I'm sorry about that.
I'm not. You were freaky. Like you were twitching and moving in ways that people shouldn't move. It's like you were took a scene from The Exorcist. You guys ever hear of that story? Any of your tribe storytellers tell that story? Yeah. It terrified me as a child.
Red rum, yes. We also found a journal in purple ink in which the wizard what was his name? Televar speaks of having horrible dreams, that his friends are all dead, and so on. And well, I think it's when he thinks he's dreaming when he's actually possessing you, and he's searching for something.
Didn't we already tell him that, and he called us all idiots?
Yeah. So
listen.
I'm telling you again, sir, because you are now sitting on the ground between us after we defeated the monsters that you summoned when you were possessed by this other guy. So I'm not sure what to do at this point.
So he kind of sits there and thinks it all over.
Have you ever seen any ghosts in this place?
He tells you that he has never seen any ghosts whatsoever. He's seen some poltergeist activity, but he tells you that the veil between planes is fairly thin here. Hence the reason why the beacon was built here in the first place.
Because when we came here, we saw a woman, a ghostly woman who was watching us as we approached the tower. Possibly the ghost or the poltergeist of one of the original heroes that died here when the planar thing exploded.
One of the swords of Leylon.
Yeah. Was it a dark-skinned woman in chainmail?
Yeah. Yeah, he tells you that he hasn't seen anyone by that description.
What do you know about Ruin Stone? And again, forgive me if we already spoke about this. It just seems like it's been such a long time.
No, we didn't ask him about it. I think I don't think we actually asked him directly about anything other than the writing, because then he started dismissing us and then fucked off back into his study, and then we snuck into his study, and then we found the information that he was going to try to rebuild the beacon or some shit. And yeah.
Well, he did just say that he remembers none of this. So that might be us meeting him in the first place as well. He might have been under the impression of the ghost.
Do you remember meeting us? No, he was lucid when he met us.
He does remember meeting you and asking you to rid the tower of whatever's going on here.
Because I'm not misremembering, when he came out of the bedroom possessed, he crawled up the wall.
He was walking on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, Crab tried to tackle him and missed.
Like there's no mistaking that he was not himself.
I don't know, but what I was saying was we wasn't sure if he was the ghost. Like the ghost had him imprisoned all along, but was just playing along at the beginning, is what I meant.
Yeah. No, he does remember meeting everyone, all of that. Luca, to your question, he says that he has never heard of such a thing.
Do I believe him?
You can give me an insight check.
Oh, yes, I would love to. Not guided, though, because...
Oh, yes.
Still a nat 20.
For a total of?
Total 20.
Oh, 27.
7.
Tom, you're a DM.
Without
No,
the
that 20
guidance.
was more skill check.
Yeah, I mean, Aldrin, you can see his eye twitch. He's looking around at everyone, and he's definitely lying.
Oh, yeah. The point where he's looking away, I'm just going to share that look of,
Because I was about to say, if he doesn't know about the ruin stone, he doesn't know about being possessed, he doesn't know anything. He's basically the old archaeologist in Fifth Element. He just doesn't know anything. He's like, Aziz, light. So
upon
okay.
Aldwin's look, I'm just going to look at Galio, and I'm going to be like, I'm going to do something now. A spell that you will probably recognize, and it's going to compel you to be honest. Because none of us believe what you just said. And I would suggest that you start being honest.
I totally believed him. Until Aldwin gave me the signal.
Yeah, until Aldwin gave me the signal, it's like, okay, maybe.
Because I was totally believing that he was just an incompetent, archaeologist kind of guy, or like a low-level wizard pretending. But I'm like, yes, we all believe that you were lying, sir. Craig.
I know if he resists it, right?
You would know if he saves against the
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look at him and I'm going to say, you should submit to this spell, sir.
That is a wisdom save.
Charisma save.
Charisma. Ooh, charisma.
Can I use the Helm of Intimidation to
Is this like a nice?
Can I use my helm
in olden days you could slap people to make them fail it, to make them have disadvantage on the save.
What I mean, can I use the helm of dread to try freak them out and give them disadvantage?
You can try.
Yeah, cool. I'll give a intimidation check, I suppose.
Yeah, give me an intimidation check.
And I get advantage on those. So,
and
I get to use strength as intimidation, don't I?
Not if you're using the Dread Elm.
I suppose, yeah, I have a +4 anyways, and I have advantage, so it doesn't matter. 12.
All right. Yeah, so he doesn't seem to be intimidated by you, but Magni, you do feel the spell take hold nonetheless.
Okay. Aldwin, would you like to ask him the question again?
So we have to ask you this.
Crax's knuckles.
Have you ever heard of the Ruin Stone?
He tells you that, yes, he has heard of it.
Would you like to tell us what you know of the Ruin Stone, please, sir?
He tells you that only that it was supposedly here.
And what's Neverwinter's interest in the Ruin Stone?
He's not answering?
Yes, Aldwin.
Yeah, he refuses to answer the question.
Is this a radius effect? Were we all affected by this spell?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, all of you, but I'm not going to let you all make.
No, we willingly failed to save, so ask whatever. Craig will look at him again and be like, so,
Aldwin, do you have another adventuring party?
Why are you trying to rebuild this beacon?
Fuck. I don't answer that question.
You don't have to answer, but it's like, are you cheating on us with another adventuring party? Aldwin.
It's all perfectly innocent, honest, I tell you.
Fine.
Craig, what did you guys? What was the
I asked him, why is he trying to rebuild the beacon, or why has he been ordered to rebuild the beacon?
I'm just trying to find that section again quickly.
Be warned, Craig. If he neglects to answer the question, Craig is slapping him.
He tells
Not hard
you
enough to cause damage, but
he has been hired to basically look into Talavar's research into the planar beacon and see if it can be rebuilt in a stronger form.
Why?
For research.
What kind of research?
Is he telling the truth as he says all this?
He has to.
I'm
Yes,
going
he
to
has
cast a spell.
Yeah.
What kind of research?
Tells you into beings from the other planes.
Who gave you this order?
Tells you that his orders came directly from the Order of the Many-Starred Cloak.
At this stage, Ilian's going to cast
Aldwin's
Detect Thoughts.
nodding behind him, by the way, at that one. Just
Okay.
So, Ilian casts Detect Thoughts. So, it's an intelligent. Wait, what's his save?
Also, what's the
What is this old
purpose
man?
of
What
the
is this old man's name?
Galileo.
Galileo.
Galileo
Galileo.
Ebrio.
Galileo. Yeah.
What's the
Magnifico.
purpose of the mind wiping window?
What window are you referring to?
The window that wipes your bloody mind, obviously.
There's probably more than one if he's saying it like that. He needs to make it no, that's not truth. Shit, wrong one.
He tells you that he has no idea what you're referring to.
There's a window halfway up this tower where if you stick your head out of it, it makes you forget what you're doing.
I feel like that's an anti-break-in thing. You forget you're trying to break in if you
I think that's just an old thing.
I'm just wondering if he's actually been affected by it, which is why he don't fucking remember it.
I'm interested in the ruin stone. Tell us more about the ruin stone. Where do you think it is? Maybe we can go get it for you.
He says it was supposedly housed in this tower.
John, can I get a wisdom saving throw from him? Because Elian is actually going to cast Detect Thoughts. Because I assume Zone of Truth might also affect your thoughts you can't think of.
What's Ilian say?
16.
Right, that's a 17.
Shit. No, does Ilian have any blesses? No, wait, that doesn't work.
Elian's not ever here to get blesses off of
Yeah, true.
chat.
So Elian only gets surface thoughts.
But yeah, you guys, how long does Zone of
10
Truth
minutes.
last? 10 minutes. Okay, so you've still got some time left on it.
I mean, I could slap the answers out of him as well.
No.
But I feel like that
So-
might be
there,
getting us
okay.
in trouble.
So he thinks the ruin stone is in this place. That's interesting.
They
Was
thought it
in
was.
this-
Was.
Yeah.
That was 100 years ago now.
So, Mr. Galileo, I don't fucking know your name.
So Ebrio is the correct address.
I don't care.
The
Yeah.
Ringo.
So you're gonna start, talking because we have been sent by Lord Neverember himself to protect this town. And honestly, it seems the shit you've been doing here kind of is putting the town in danger. So
I'm not sure this was him. I think this may have been the ghost.
I know it's probably the ghost, but he's doing some shady shit to get possessed by a ghost.
So, Craig, as you say that, he stands up, kind of straightens himself out, dusts off his robes, and he looks you dead in the eye. And he tells you that, well, in that case, our orders came from the same person.
Oh, that's good to know. Neverember's being dodgy, I think. Shit, it's a plot. Even the king's in on it. We're fucked.
Galileo, can you tell us what research have you found since you've been here?
So he would be able to tell you. The tower was raised by Talavar when he settled here about 200 years ago. His field of interest was the planes of existence. The planar beacon was erected at the top of the tower. It was used to draw strange creatures in like moths to a flame, paralyzing them for the purpose of study. Over the years, the reclusive wizard filled the tower's library with his research and built an impressive menagerie of monsters. And then just one summer, Talavar stopped visiting the town for supplies. Anyone who entered the tower after that never returned. It became a shunned site at the heart of Leyland, and it drew many adventurers to the location to try and clear it out of the creatures that were trapped inside. As far as they can tell, when the spell plague happened, the magic of the tower's planar beacon was redirected outwards into the town, freezing the inhabitants where they stood and bringing ruin to the settlement. And the rest of the information, you already know that forces were sent from Neverwinter to tear down the town and build a garrison here.
So why would you want to rebuild a beacon that basically caused the destruction and death of an entire town?
Because it was the spell plague that caused that, not the beacon.
I mean, it was both.
The beacon in a settled area is a poor choice, perhaps.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'd say put that shit in the mountains, but I mean, I don't want my people getting, beaconed.
I want to talk to the other ghosts. Oh.
He tells you, both you, Craig and Aldwin, that as long as the beacon is properly controlled and only small amounts of creatures are let through at a time, there's no real threat to the town itself, as the beacon paralyzes the creatures the moment they step through.
I mean, I'm sure I can't say his name. Tell what's him a fuck thought the same thing, and then the spell plague happened, and kaboom, dead people. Who's to say there won't be a second spell plague?
I mean, who's going to kill off the goddess of magic? And I imagine at this point, the alien has got a very particular look on his face.
Yeah.
Alien just turns around and leaves. He's like, nope, not me. Definitely not me. I'm not going to be me. What? Killing the god of magic? Nah.
More the fact that he wasn't around till the goddess of magic returned, pretty much, in terms of his timeline.
Yeah, I mean, it's at this point probably that Aldo and Gallia will turn to you and ask you. He'll ask you if you appear to be a cleric.
That's true, sir.
He asks you if you have ever done a ritual known as the ceremony.
I can do that one in the morning as needed.
He tells you that if there is indeed a spirit lingering here, and if it's possible to find the remains, it can always be laid to rest.
I'm just going to point behind him to where they...
Crag has it. Crag has its head.
The rest of the body's behind you on the floor, so... Yeah.
We brought it in case we needed to make it talk. He can do that. Clerics and stuff.
God.
Talking to the dead. It's kind of blasphemous, I won't lie. Like, I should really be not letting him do that, but it is what it is.
It'd be a good idea to
he kind
stop
of
talking.
He kind of looks over his shoulder at Craig playing with a skeleton.
Craig, the zone of truth has just made Craig just say whatever's popping into his head, basically.
And he tells you, looks back to you, Alden, and says, well, then in a day's time, we will know if I am truly possessed or not.
We already know. I literally slapped you so hard, the ghost came out your mouth. We know. If you can read minds, like aliens done it before, I will show you the memory.
I don't think that'll be quite needed, Craig.
You can't lie, it's all the truth.
Craig, do me a favor. I need to know how many bones are in that skeleton.
I mean, from what I've been told, there's 200 something. But I can't really
We're going to need them all there for the ceremony.
No,
I can't say that.
I cannot count that.
You can't say that because you'd be lying.
And also Magnar's lying. He's saying we need to know how many bones there are. He can't lie.
What's your DC, Magna? Yes, we need all the bones there for the ceremony to work.
You failed the save.
Yeah, you failed it. You can't roll again.
You roll every turn.
Damn it. You roll then, Tom. Oh, you did.
I did.
Because I want to. Okay. What if the ruin stone is in this place?
He tells you that if it is, he hasn't found it yet.
Well, you haven't found. No offense, sir. You haven't found much. So let's. Why don't we should probably take a look. We found this skeleton under the rocks here.
I suggest we do that again in the morning when we've rested.
Hey, Luca. Well, we can't lie. Is Uncle Jimmy actually real, or were you just fucking with us?
I'd say it'd be a good idea.
Definitely want to find the rune stone. Yep, I sure want to find the rune stone.
Craig's not smart enough to put 2 and 2 together here. Damn it.
Yeah, I mean, Aldwin's still kind of looking around at all the rifts and.
Damn it, Craig! There's no time to answer those questions. We have more pressing matters than to.
You're lying. There is time.
All right. It was probably at that point where the zone of truth finally runs out. So it is still probably somewhere just past midnight, maybe at the latest 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'd suggest we stay here still and keep an eye on our friend here.
I produce another letter from your uncle. Here, Craig. Here's another letter I was holding for you from your uncle. Want me to read it to you?
I mean, if it was really my uncle, it would be written in giant. That's in common.
No,
So
you're
you don't
just
know what's
reading it.
written. Yeah.
You're reading it as common because you know giant.
No. That's not how that works.
I'm going to start walking
Oh, we're gonna
the wizard
gaslight him. We're gonna
downstairs.
gaslight him into believing that Common is giant.
You're both full of shit.
All right. So you walk
Dumb,
back
but I'm not that
downstairs.
dumb.
Aldwin.
Intelligence check.
Sure.
Is anyone else following downstairs?
Yeah, we should go downstairs.
We
We haven't left anything behind that's dangerous. I guess not.
No, you didn't.
Are you in the zone of truth? I don't think so.
That
It's
is
a 4. So yes, you absolutely believe that giant is the same as common.
No.
Oh,
The brain starts.
It's like I cast comprehend languages on him without him knowing, and then he's like, "Oh my god, everything is giant."
Starts having a nosebleed. I'm gonna kind of camp out in the corner.
All right, yeah. Galileo does go back into his stay where he's got like a little cot set up there. What is everyone else doing for the night?
Are we worried that he's going to get mad and like pick up a staff of striking or something and come out and just kill us all?
Craig is going to block his door
We're still gonna do
with
what?
the table.
I'll still do doing watches, yeah.
Craig picks up the table and just puts it up against the door. He's like, just so he doesn't, crawl up a wall again.
I mean, I could just put Learmon's tiny hut in front of it.
I mean, what if he crawls over the hut?
It'll block the doorway.
Oh, smart. But what if it crushes him?
Just get in the hut, Craig.
Oh, okay.
All right.
5 minutes
you're-
later.
Illidian cast prestidigitation on Craig.
What? Make you sparkle?
Just make him clean.
All right. So you guys spend the rest of the night in the house of Talavar. The night passes uneventfully further.
Can I just do
you'll-
one quick thing while everyone's asleep and stuff?
Yeah.
So, when everyone's asleep and Magnus like on the watch, he's just gonna nudge Craig. Shh. I wanted to talk to you.
About what?
I wanted to say thank you
For what?
for what happened upstairs.
For slapping the ghost so hard it came out of the guy's mouth?
I mean, that was pretty fucking cool.
It
Don't
was
tell the
pretty
others
cool.
I said that, but yes,
Yeah, I
it
mean,
was
like,
cool.
we got the radiant, hitting thing.
Yeah.
They don't got shit on us.
Yeah. Paladin bros, yeah.
Yeah, paladins, I think.
But no, for what I did with the whip and stuff, the truth is I knew I could count on you to hold you around.
You mean when you almost pulled me off the thing? Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that. Yeah, you almost killed me.
No, I didn't.
I can take a fall. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
no.
resistant to bludgeoning, but I almost fell.
Greg, you didn't. I had every faith that you were going to be able to hold that, which is exactly why I knew I could do it.
I mean, look, I'll take the compliment, but you did almost kill me.
Well, maybe next time I fucking will, you dumbass.
Hey,
There it is.
it could be worse. Illian did that thing with gravity, and he almost pulled all of us off the scaffolding. That was pretty dangerous. That guy's a loose cannon. We really got to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, fucking wizards, right?
I know, right? Like, he isn't here for weeks on end. He doesn't help us kill the dragon, and then all of a sudden he's here, and he almost kills us all.
Plus, he likes killing dwarves.
He really does. He's kind of a racist.
Sleep.
I know I made some not great comments about Drow, but you know, he's pretty bad about dwarves.
Anyway, thank you.
Welcome. I assume at that stage that's them tagging out for the watch.
Yeah.
This Critical Role Night Watch conversation was brought to you by.
All right. So the rest of the night, unless anyone else wants to do anything, is going to pass uneventfully. You all get a long rest, spell slots restored, HP restored, and it is the next morning.
We lose temp HP, right?
Yep. We have all lost the temp HP at this point. Yes.
All right. Let's see. Is the wizard still alive in there?
You kind of hear a banging on the outside. You kind of hear a banging on the outside of the.
Oh yes, toilet breaks. I'll dispel the hut, and as he's relieving himself wherever he needs to, I will head upstairs. I'm going to ritual cast ceremony.
Okay, Crag will follow up with the skull because Crag still has the skull.
Bangs his head because like he was using the edge of the hut to prop himself up, and then when the hut disappears, he's just like whack.
Like I was sleeping on top of it. You know?
Sorry,
10 feet up in the air.
All right, so I'm assuming Alduin, you are doing funeral rite.
Yeah, and I've got 10 holy waters, so I can splash one of those. Just in case, I will splash one of those merrily around.
Crag will follow up with the skull because Crag still has the skull.
In nomine Patri.
It takes the full hour, but you do feel the spell take hold. You feel like the spirit has been laid to rest. There is a sense of relief that you can feel.
At the end of the hour, I'm just going to do a thumbs up to Crag, who I presume is still there.
Yeah, Crag then just like charges his hand with like radiant energy and just incinerates the skull. He's like, "Not coming back now."
Yeah, we solved it. Do we get a level?
You do not.
Damn it! I want to smite, John. Let me smite.
You will smite eventually.
I want another feat.
Yeah, I mean, eventually after a while, Galileo does come upstairs and he asks you if you have been successful, if it's been done.
It's all been done. I would worry about the ethereal plane is very close here, so I'd be very careful what you install.
Yeah, he just when you say that, he just kind of smirks at that and tells you that that's why the beacon was built here in the first place. Easiest place for the others to cross over.
Do you know if those rifts were there then before the beacon exploded? Or because reality's torn here. I mean, literally torn.
Yeah, he tells you that it is torn in a great many places across the world, especially after the spell plague. But yes, there is quite a couple here. Not enough to be of great concern just yet, but it is definitely something he will look into as part of his research.
I would keep an eye on that, sir. Thank you. Come on, Crag, we need to go and meet what consumes as the Leyland Council, I guess.
Oh yeah, I suppose. We were supposed to do that yesterday, weren't we?
You were.
Oh no, they're not going to be happy with us.
Well, we've got some good news in terms of the garrison. Oh, actually, I'll turn to Gabriel if he's still there. Where's the rest of the garrison? We've only seen 4, but there are 8 bags downstairs.
He tells you that some of them are, out on different duties. It's not just the 8 of them here.
There is a.
Yeah, there was just the 8 that were assigned to the tower itself.
Okay.
But They basically ran away like cowards at the first sign of ghostly apparitions.
The ones that ran away, could we take the healing potions they have in their bags? We might need them more.
Yes, he is always like that, sir.
Not that he went through the bags.
Right,
Crag?
No, our wizard cast detect magic, and he sensed necromancy in the bag. So, I mean, unless they're hiding some pretty fucked up shit, I assume that's a healing potion.
So,
it's weird how come you know... It's weird how come you know so much about what the wizard is thinking. Are you know,
he told
how close
me.
Are you? I thought I was your best friend.
I mean, you're the wizard too.
Oh.
No, I'm just... No.
Look, come on, the lie has gone on too long.
No, Ixnay on the Izzard way.
I don't speak that.
So as Craig said that Gallia was about to say something, but Aldwin, as you chime in, he just kind of, closes his mouth again and just gives you a nod. Kind of like he understands what you're saying.
Craig's taking the nod as a yes, and he's just immediately taking off down the stairs.
Not you.
He's already gone.
All right.
Aldwin.
But he does as he does that, Aldwin, he does turn to you and say that, that would constitute stealing and he would have to report it.
Yes. It's fine. We'll make up the difference.
Craig doesn't know. Craig is going to wait for everyone else down there. He's not going to take the bags.
You're just taking all 8 bags.
No, he's not. He's going to wait there. He said we could have them.
I'm just going to grab Aldwin quick and just be like, "Did you hear that? No, Craig.
Maybe I'll come up to this tower more often."
Yeah.
Yeah. So have we fully explored this tower? Have we found everything that we're going to find? I'm still thinking about Ruinstone.
Yeah, I don't think there was much spaces left we didn't check.
Because the map is all black. Can we just confirm that we've looked everywhere, or
you have been on every single floor? Yes.
Okay.
Did you hand over the book?
I would just change to Luca that the size of the thing that it suggests there's at least one more level above us in terms of the construction, and
do we still have
a ruined stone would have flown away in an explosion.
Yeah.
It flew into a different dimension.
Sorry.
You're downstairs.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned the book. Yeah, I guess I still have the wizard's journal. Do we give that back to our wizard friend, or do we?
We don't need it,
do
do we?
More information.
If you want to hold on to it and check, you can do.
I think it might be worth keeping hold of it just for a minute until we find out what Neverember is up to.
Right.
Yeah, do we have to talk about that? Do we think that our boss is, this is just normal things that higher ups do, gather weapon, reassemble old weapons to try to do things that are not necessarily bad? I don't know.
I mean, Neverwinter's been through a lot in the last decade or so. I think he's just trying to
Brutalize his people.
Safeguard his seat of power.
All right. Well, then why don't we go upstairs and just take one more look around before we go give our report? I don't know.
Yeah, Luca, if you want to give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
I'm going to go downstairs and keep Craig busy so he doesn't steal potions. And I'll go down and be like, Craig, come outside with me. We'll have a little bit of just a bit of practice.
What do you mean? What kind of practice?
I'm going to punch you in the face.
You can't reach my face.
I can with these boots, motherfucker.
That's cheating. I don't use magic items with Respark.
I like the fact I'm 4 stories up and I can still hear his voice.
Craig. Yeah, Craig will head outside of Magnar and probably just... Magnar's trying to punch him and Craig is just putting his hand out. He's just like, no.
So I'm going to cast Fox's Cunning, which gives me advantage on intelligence checks for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And
you can spend the entire hour just basically rummaging through trying to find something.
Yeah.
Actually, while Luca's doing that, Craig is going to try see if he can find the Star Spawn Mangler that got thrown out of the tower and squished.
They both came back up.
Oh, it came back up. It came back up.
No.
It landed on the scaffolding, remember?
Yeah,
If I
still.
jump down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was on the 3rd level.
Damn it! I forgot I didn't squish it.
You did throw it off the tower and it did hit the bottom, but it eventually climbed back up.
Goddamn fall damage not working properly.
Yeah, so I'm going to go upstairs and search, and if anybody cares to notice, I look very obsessed. I'm like very obsessed
I
with the ruined
am
stone.
actually keeping you company in all this.
Excellent. You know, and I'm just talking. You know, it's just, wouldn't imagine what if we find it? What if we find it? That'd be great. You know, because we could go see Savras after that, and then Savras. Well,
Do you
he could
actually
lead us
know
to
where
Onion.
Savras is? How would you use the stone to get to Savras?
Oh, I'd follow the plot train. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's
Wow.
And all of a sudden, Luca just drops dead.
Schlong. A piano falls on Luca. Yeah.
Rocks fall, everybody dies.
Yeah, Luca, give me your investigation check. Let's see what you find.
Here we go. You know, I'm looking at Aldwin. Well, are you going to help me or what? You're just going to keep banging me on the head every time I'm looking around. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn on.
Guiding you. I'm just hitting you on the head just because it makes you feel better.
Oh.
We'll see when the placebo effect kicks in. No, you are guided.
I'm looking for the global skill. Fuck, I wish these things were in one place in the character sheet. Guidance. Here it is. Okay. Here we go. Investigation with advantage.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
off! Double nat ones.
Yeah, but you're halfling.
Yes, I have a halfling, and I turned on the guidance, and it didn't work, which is weird.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So on double net ones in Dave's game on what was it, Friday? Yeah, on Friday.
Yes.
I rolled 4 net ones in a row, and I actually went and looked on Google. The chance of that happening is 19 in 640,000.
Wow.
Jesus.
Okay, so I think with my lucky, I can I reroll all nat ones? I think I reroll all nat ones.
You do?
You do
As a
reroll
halfling.
all net ones, so you can roll 2 new ones.
So I'm just going to reroll this entirely then. Investigation. Come on, man. 26.
What's the
Yeah,
guidance?
Oh, plus it didn't add the D4. Shit.
On the D4, man.
Why did it not? 29. Fuck.
All right. So with a 29, you give this place a thorough search from top to bottom. Let's see, did you miss anything?
Can I use a bless from chat to push it over 30?
You can use your bless if you feel.
I use my bless from chat to push it over 30.
Meanwhile, he found it from rolling a 10.
Oh my god.
It's a 30.
It's a 30.
The dice gods are telling you this is not the search you need to be going for, I think.
I know. It's just Luca really wants to find
Yeah, so you do find a lot of, and you recognize the handwriting, notes written by Talavar, very old notes. They seem to be written in some kind of code. You find this in the library.
Oh yeah. So they're in code, which means I can't read them at this moment?
You cannot read them at this moment, no.
So we can come back to the tower and read as you need to.
Yeah, and that is, with the 30, that is all you find.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure, there's nothing here.
So
We
he
spent a fair
doesn't.
amount of time in it yesterday.
So he doesn't find the identity, location, and secret plan of the BBEG. God damn it!
No.
With the 30, no. You need at least a 50 for that.
You
We
can't
already
roll
know
a
it.
50. Yeah, Crag. It's Crag. Sorry, guys. He's gonna kill you all.
No, the BBEG is always scheduling. It was just an unkillable monster.
It really seems to. It seems to get Emil a lot. That guy needs to roll better death saves against it.
Can I go to where the ghost was that we saw as we came up? And I want to kind of do a divine sense, but also I want to try and do a quick
good
prayer
idea.
if I can. Just to see if I can make contact. So divine sense, and then also, like I said, I'm just going to go down on one knee, put my head down, Dumathoin, I would appreciate if you would reach out to the other realms and allow me to speak to this warrior, this champion, to see what they are guarding.
Give me a religion check.
That's a divine sense anyway. And religion. 10. Because this is kind of a big thing, I'm going to use my inspiration from Dave and roll again.
Go for it.
I will also... Nice persuasion checks. All right, no, so it won't be that. All right. 21. I'm glad I did.
There we go. Nice. That's a lot better. Yeah, so you do feel like cold breeze blowing from slightly behind you and to the right. As you do look over, you see the same dark-skinned woman wearing chainmail standing there, just looking at you.
Are you able to talk to me?
She just shakes her head. And as she does, she takes out her sword and raises it above her, almost as if in a silent salute before she disappears.
I take out my sword, I do the same, and then just nod my head down. And then put my sword back.
And then you disappear.
Poof,
It's just like that gif where the guy does the peace sign. It's just like,
Yeah.
Your divine sense description's very wrong, by the way.
Yeah.
Wow, blame roll 20.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
divine
It's like
smite. What?
It's like a divine smite.
We'll fix that. All right. So, Aldrin, I'm assuming you've made your way downstairs by now, or you and Craig.
I was with Luca, but yes, if Luca's
Crag was out Magnar. He just is oblivious
Yeah.
to the ghost. He just wasn't paying attention.
All right. So, what are you guys doing next?
head to where the town council are.
Oh, that's at the fishery.
Oh, it's going to smell bad down here.
We're on the coast. It all smells like the same.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to smell worse in the fish.
This is a swamp. This is a coastal swamp. It's even worse.
In the words of a very lovable character, smell
bad.
Okay, let me just find. Where's the town map again? I keep losing the. Ah, there we go. Keep losing the town map. Yeah, so the fishery is there towards the south side of town, obviously by the docks. Easy enough to make your way over there. The couple of townspeople that are milling about can provide directions if you get lost or anything. But yeah, there you are brought before, Griselda Copperroot, Sergeant Hayes, Marigold, Brightshot, and Valdi Estefan.
Is there any of these we haven't met or have?
You have been told of all of them. You've met Griselda. She was the dwarf, also known as the Growler, that were berating the townsfolk outside of town when the first attack happened. Sergeant has Yoram you have met before.
He saved his daughter, right?
Yeah. Marigold, Brightshine, you have met as well. That's the halfling priest of Lathander, or at least Alduin has met them before.
She's not Bright Shart, but Bright Shine.
Brightshine.
Hey, we have friends on the council.
Excellent.
And then Valdi Estepar is the only one you have not met yet. But they are a half-elf female, kind of, wearing common clothes, kind of dirty, from what you can see, stained with what appears to be blood and guts of some kind.
Culture.
As we're walking down there, I'm just going to say to the guys as well, Where the fuck is that bard with my goat?
I have no idea.
Can you
I
just
forgot the
call
word existed.
Ramstein back?
What do those words mean?
I can, but yeah, I will do.
I mean, like, what if he calls? What if she's using Ramstein to like climb a cliff like goats do, and then he calls her back, and then she falls to her death?
Well, then
I
she
look
shouldn't
at the
have taken my goat.
surroundings of this seaside, swamp-bound town and wonder what mountain are you referring to?
There were big rock things outside the town, Aldwin. And Crackle point to these things over here.
I mean, you can see way in the distance. You can just see the tip of Ice Spire Peak.
Yeah, 2-3 days. I suppose if she's been traveling the whole time since, she may have just arrived at the.
Oh, Greg is
Mountain.
talking about these big lump things over here.
Been that side of town. Oh, I suppose we've been to the.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I mean, there's a couple of what really say mountains, but let's call them large hills.
Anyway, yeah, that was just a bye.
Yeah, no, good to know.
Are we supposed to dress fancy to meet the council? By the way,
you're
Before we
doing
got to walk
perfect. No, you stay doing you.
Oh, shirt.
no shirt, pants, and no shirt. Got it.
I'm gonna go shirt and no pants so that we can match.
For Winnie the Pooh.
So my shirt just goes down to my knees. Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are brought before the council, and it is Griselda who addresses you first. And you can hear the sarcasm in her voice as she thanks you for coming to see them with all expediency.
We did clear out Valander's tower on the way, so we've helped out the Neverwinter garrison on our way. Apologies for our delay, ma'am.
We got attacked by a ghost. The
We
ghost
saved a
is
child.
dead.
We saved a child in the forest.
Yeah,
Just kind of.
we're basically doing everything around here at this stage. I'll be honest. Like it's like first in Fandelver, we did all the work. Now in here, is this going to be a thing? Like, do you town guard actually do anything? Like seriously, do you know how to use that sword?
What he's trying to say is, we are glad to be doing your job.
I'm gonna make an insight check on that one.
I'm like, wait a minute. I understood what you just said. I understood that reference.
Magna, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to persuade, intimidate, or bullshit your way out of it?
I'm being a sarcastic prick right now to her.
All right,
She gave us sarcasm. I gave it straight back.
give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. All right. Okay. 10. God damn it! I should have saved that inspiration.
She just kind of looks at you and kind of gives you a nod, but then she continues and says that, well, it seems that your help is needed once again.
Of course, it's needed again.
Always
Always do this, Craig. Do
I
that,
elbow
Craig.
Craig in the
Kill
side of
this,
his knee, and
Craig.
I'm like, here comes the plot train.
She tells you that one of the town residents, a gnome named Pinchwit Wigglehoof.
Jesus Christ, Pinch.
Pinchwit Wigglehoof.
I am not
Okay.
going to remember that name.
Who's also one of the town goat herds, needs to be escorted back to Fandor.
Oh my god, you're fucking kidding me. We just got here.
It's an escort mission. I love it. Let's do
What's
it.
his purpose that he needs to be escorted?
She tells you that he's one of the best goat herds in the region, and the goats that she raises is very special. They are, in fact, giant goats. Excellent producers of meat, milk, some of the best fibers for cold weather gear is produced by them.
Do I get?
Mhm.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
No, say what you were going to say.
Do I get the impression this is a bullshit mission to get rid of us?
Give me an insight check.
I'm going to get in on that.
Yeah, anyone who wants, give me an insight check.
21.
All right. Carrie?
19.
All right. With a 21 and a 19, no, she is quite serious.
What
This
the
is quite
fuck?
important for the town. She tells you further that Almar Barton, the proprietor of Barton's Provisions in Fandland.
No, fuck that. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Fuck that guy.
Brad, go and wait
No.
outside.
I will
Outside.
kill him.
Outside.
I started pushing Craig out the door. I was like, "Let's go get some air." I'm gonna light a cigarette.
Side quests. Luca.
And-
Side quests. You said block
Luca
trade.
pushes Craig out of the door. She just kind of points at them and says, "Will he be a problem?"
Yes.
Yes,
It's
but
always a problem.
we can deal with him.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's
a no
because he doesn't want people to
problem.
know his nickname was Goat Fucker. You know.
Whoa.
Whoa! Cannon!
No. No.
You fuck one giant goat.
No.
Suddenly,
This guy
suddenly
is
Magnar understands why fucking Rammstein's left now.
Why hasn't come back yet? She just continues and says, "Well, Barton is brokering a deal with a wealthy Waterdavian merchant to sell some of Pinchwood's stock at a very lucrative profit. And because Pinchwood is in the employ of both Dagol Neverember and the town of Leyland, any profit she makes is profit for the town as well."
Sort of trade benefits everyone.
The only stipulation that there is that the goats must be delivered to Barton in Fandland.
That's fine. We can check on the house while we're there.
What's the profit to us, though?
She kind of looks at you and asks, besides doing the duty given to you by your lord?
I mean, he's his lord. I'm not even from that town. I'm here to help my friend here. But that
Sticks
doesn't
his
mean
head
we
back in the
can't.
door. He's like, I'm from Waterdeep. I don't give a shit about Neverember.
I'm just
He
saying that we have provisions and stuff that we will need to make sure we can make the journey. It would just make it a bit easier if we could have some funds for that.
Aldwin, and she looks directly at you at this point, and she asks you, were you not contracted by Lord Neverember himself to assist the town?
I was, yes. My friend,
Then-
however,
Then it is up to you to correctly discipline your subordinates.
Excellent.
Oh, this shit's about to get smited.
Yeah.
I will take that under advisement, ma'am.
At this stage, Crag goes to Luca. I was like, Luca, we need to pull a dragon special. I think we need to do an arson job.
Listen, I just
Okay, it's one thing
I know,
to send us
I know.
back to Fandolin, but to Bartha, to that fucking no.
Thank you,
I'm gonna beat this.
Madam
I'm gonna beat this
Griselda.
person
Is
up.
there anything further?
She does give a loud sigh and says, upon return, they will see what can be arranged in terms of payment.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
for your
just-
time.
I'm
I
just gonna
shall
bring it up with
salute,
Alvin later
turn,
on
and
and
walk
say-
away.
yeah.
She, as you walk away, she tells you that Pinchwood plans to leave in the morning.
We can fuck off.
Yeah. My only
I will
comment to the
ask where we
party.
can find Pinchwick before I leave. Actually,
Yeah, so
my
she
only
does tell
comment.
you that the northeastern side of town at the gates, which is basically the gates from where you entered.
oh, I thought we came from northwest. Okay, yeah, no, fine, yeah, cool.
I
So
will.
my only comment is if they feel like the best use of our abilities is to escort some goats to the nearby town, then I guess that's what we're gonna do.
I mean, we're dragon slayers. This
I
is an
will.
insult.
I will.
We're dwarf killers, man.
I will
You know,
bow
like-
my head to her, but keeping my eyes on her, and I will say,
Hey Google, stop.
I
Oh,
will
sorry
say
guys,
to
my
her-
thing just started playing a song called Dragon Slayer.
no worries. I will say to her, my duty and my honor is to my friend, and as such, I will help him to fulfill this mission for you.
And I'll start to walk away.
As you walk away,
Oh no,
no, Sean! No!
Okay, guys, he's gone. We're
Wait,
we
back,
lost
back.
you. As you said, as you walk away, we lost you. You have to say that again.
all right. I said, Magna, as you begin to walk away, give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Alien's in the room. Did Alien see any sign of magic casting?
25.
No, he doesn't need to say anything.
Do I know what it was?
You do not know what it was, but you do feel a tingle at the back of your mind.
I just turn back round and say, try again. I'll let you in.
She tells you that she has no idea what you're talking about.
That's interesting.
Do I believe that? And also, looking at the rest of the town people there, I'm watching their faces to see which one of them reacts to what I just said.
All right. Give me an insight check on Griselda.
So for Griselda, it's 19.
Our party's been friendly with all the others, so I'd highly doubt it's anyone but Griselda.
Yeah, give me a insight check. We'll just do a combined one for the other thing.
Okay. 17.
You do not notice any of them blink. There's no flicker of a change in attitude. The other three just kind of look at you confused.
Okay. So yeah, as we get outside, I'll just say to Alvin, I'll do this for you, but that is not the sign of a good council.
They're making us work. They're in bed with Barthol. That's a bad sign. That guy is shady as fuck.
Chain of command, I'm afraid, gentlemen. Chain of command.
Don't they have guards for this? No, but we're dragon slayers. Don't they have guards for this type of shit?
The value of those goats to Neverwinter makes them actually quite expensive.
I mean, it's goats. We could send Ramstein, and he'd probably get them there
Can't
safe.
shear Randstein or use his milk.
I know, but what I'm saying, we could send Ramstein with the goats, and it would have the same effect.
Oh, this is
It
whole
is a
trade
waste
deal.
of our time.
I think back to the last time I saw Magnar with like milk on his mustache. I'm like, where'd that come from? Nowhere.
Like,
It's just sipped it.
aren't we supposed to be looking into this heaven death thing?
Ram's milk is the best.
I don't think you can milk rams.
I mean, no, but like, seriously,
Raises even more questions, let's be fair.
they're
I'm
sending us
not
to
getting
herd
into
goats.
economics with Crag at this point, so I'm just going to make sure our
I'm not
stuff's
going to
ready
throw
to
shade
go.
on the Ram
They're
sexuals.
sending us to herd goats, but aren't we supposed to be looking into Ebondeath and the necromancer cult
And
that's going on
where
here?
do you
and the
suggest we
dragons?
look for that at the minute?
Well, if I'm being honest, herding goats definitely isn't going to get us any answers. The closest thing we found is that tower. That's something to do with the rune stone, and that's been mentioned by both parties.
Crag, let me put this very simply to you. I've been ordered to escort goats. That's what I'm doing.
Your orders are bullshit. I'm going to help, but they're bullshit.
They're still my orders.
I'm gonna go try to find Sergeant Hazior and ask him how his daughter Cynthia is doing. That's the owlbear daughter.
Yeah. Sergeant has it. You're going to have to wait a bit. Yeah, it's because they are in council session for most of the day.
Well, Hazior's in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Has your notes in a place.
So he is part of the council.
No, I want to ask him how his daughter's doing, and if she seems to be having trouble because she wants to, because she has an owlbear. I would like to ask him if we could bring his daughter back to Phandalin to come to our school.
We don't have a school yet.
It's all set up. Well, it's starting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting. He does tell you that he has had a talk with her about that. She is forbidden from going into the woods at all. Though he does kind of whisper to you that he knows that she does still go into or has at least on 2 occasions tried to sneak out of the house to go into the woods. In the last, what's it been, day and a half. He has some of his men looking into this owlbear in the woods. They haven't found anything yet.
If you love your daughter, you will not kill the owlbear. If you love your daughter, you will let her come to the school where we can train her, and then she can be friends with the owlbear, and it won't hurt anyone.
If you hurt the owlbear, will hurt you.
He tells you that they have no intention of killing the owlbear. They just want to, for now, establish how big of a threat it is.
Anyway, if you are interested in future education and safety for your daughter and any of her friends, we humbly offer our school. There is no tuition, and there's a winter session starting soon.
He tells you that he will consider it and let you know.
We're leaving tomorrow morning to go to Phandalin. This is why I'm bringing it up. We could bring her with us.
He kind of nods at that and he tells you that there are regular caravans departing between Leyland and Phandalin of late.
Oh yeah.
So
is it pretty safe? Are they pretty safe?
He tells you that they are escorted along the tribal trail.
So between you and me, sir, why are we being sent to escort a couple of goats to Phandalin if there are safe caravans? Again, this is just I'm picking up the vibe of the rest of the party. So yeah.
Yeah. He tells you that it is not his position to question why you have been asked to do this. If it's your assignment, then be a good soldier and follow orders.
We're not soldiers except for Aldwin, though. That's the issue. We're mercenaries at best.
He doesn't care.
We're Aldwin's only family, and we're the only party that he's with, and we'll, by God, do what he asks us.
Aldwin somewhere is getting a nosebleed.
He's just polishing a dagger that he's definitely not going to use on Barthon.
Cool. Just to point out some obvious things there, just from Richard, what he was saying there. We've got Aldwin, who's Magneto, flying around the place, and we've got Richard, who's basically Storm, trying to recruit people to go back to...
I'm Professor X.
Yeah. We are the X-Men.
Yeah, Greg is just either Wolverine or Sabretooth. He's just angry, and that's it.
No, he's just Colossus. Angry Colossus.
Man, I'm not Russian.
Baptized in fuzz. Where's the dead Bath and Beyond?
That was said ages ago. I was waiting for you to...
I'm only seeing it now. I love it. Or Gnome Depot. I love it. All right. So what's the rest of the party doing while Luca is chatting up?
Burning the town down.
I'd like to...
Crag has gone into full pillaging Goliath tribe mode.
Calm emotions.
No, he's not actually.
I cast calm emotions on you, and then I walk away.
That's fair.
Can I go to the store, please? I need to restock.
Yeah. If you're restocking on like healers kits and things like that, probably Trover's Post.
I will go to Torva's Post and see.
Yeah, you can make it there. You can basically get the supplies that you need. Anything that's like under 25 gold pieces normally they've got in regular supply. Anything other than that, you'll need to probably have special ordered. That'll take some time to get it.
I'll get it from Barthon when I get there.
Yeah, you can get it from Barthon.
We're there in a couple of days anyway, so cool. Thank you.
Just out of curiosity, what is Tyr the god of? I'm thinking it's similar to Norse mythology.
Justice.
From the name.
Is it
war? Justice, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, Craig is going to wander over to that shrine out of boredom, kind of like he's annoyed and he's kind of wandered off from the rest of the party while they're all gathering their stuff because he just feels like that this job to him is just like, what the fuck, there's other people that can do it, as he's basically said, and he's kind of antsy to get into this shit with the dragon cult. Like he wants to get to the bottom of this.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of still walking around the different shrines and just kind of trying to absorb what's going on and like the religious shit and just being like, trying to figure out how the best way to maybe make more of a connection with the Raven Queen would be.
Going into the temple for another god sounds a good way to.
Yeah.
No, he's just trying to see how other people communicate with their gods because he still doesn't really know.
So Craig, just give me a religion check.
Oh, I'm still not proficient in that, I don't think.
You're like a Catholic going to a synagogue to see how they worship, and it's just
That's just like a hand,
weird.
I think.
It's so weird.
It might be weird, but I respect the way he's doing it.
Yeah,
He's trying to learn.
Yeah, so I mean, you go around from shrine to shrine. That is, the three prominent shrines that are here. And you kind of go.
He's also going to ask questions. So, like, if there's anything like not, like, unless it's interrupting like a sermon or some shit, he's going to be like, "Hey, do you know anything about this?" And then he's going to hold up the symbol of the Raven Queen.
Yeah, and most of them do not, freely share any information besides what you know already. But you do observe the rites that they perform and things like that. So you do feel that you have learned a bit. So we will see what happens in future.
Cool.
Like you walk into the Church of Scientology, but they won't tell you about the Thetans. They just won't, Yes.
Yeah, you need to pay.
They give you a test. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, from like the secrecy around the Raven Queen, I don't know if we've touched on that. Is this one of those gods that you're not really allowed to follow in the current pantheon, or you're not really supposed to? Because we've never heard of it.
She's like the boogeyman, isn't she? Like you just put coins out so she won't come, or something.
Across the door.
Yeah. So in the current world as it is, she's more of a lesser deity.
Yeah.
Not really worshipped that much. So people are aware of the Raven Queen, but there's not much known about the Raven Queen.
I was just trying to figure out like if she's a forbidden deity. That's why people always meet crab with weird looks whenever they see the thing.
Oh no, definitely not forbidden. I mean,
they give you
She's no Orcus.
Yeah.
They give you weird looks for other reasons.
Yeah.
They're like, why the fuck of all the gods?
Raven Queen, fucking symbol.
Not Orcus.
Crag just swaps the Church of Orcus. He gets sick of being disrespected.
Oh, please do that. That'll make this so much more fun.
I mean, look, John, if you want to go there, let me know.
Starting with your party having to track you down for following a forbidden god.
All right, so for the rest of the day, you guys can basically mill about town, get your supplies ready for traveling.
I want to quietly kind of start asking questions about this woman Griselda around town.
What are you asking?
Just kind of the general consensus about her.
You find out just give me a persuasion check. You're good at it, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna.
If I happen to find a particularly chatty person before I actually talk to them, I'll also use my emissary of peace. So persuasion, but then it's got the +5, so it'd be 22.
All right. So from what you can gather, most people refer to Griselda Copperwood as the Growler, and not the Growler.
Okay.
But they would never do so within earshot of her.
Right. Okay.
You get the feeling that from what everyone can tell you, she runs a pretty tight ship here, but she's not liked for it. You do find out that she was personally hired by Lord Neverember to oversee the rebuilding of the structures that will comprise the town. She instructs the builders, she gives them their pay at the end of the month.
Anyway,
that is about it. The general consensus is that she's not much liked or loved in the town, but she is definitely respected.
Okay.
Be that out of fear, you don't know. Most likely out of fear.
And then, can I use the Sun Elf statue when I get a quiet moment for a second, and just ask it? I know I need to be very careful with the way I ask the question to this thing. Is Griselda working for the good of the continent?
You get a response of wheel,
Which is good, right?
which is affirmative.
Yeah. Okay. She's just a bit prickly to deal with. Okay. Fair enough.
And tries to cast spells at you when you question her. Seemingly.
I have no idea of what the spell was, so it could have been something very simple as well.
Suggestion or something, yeah, probably.
Could have been as much as telepathically trying to talk to me, so yeah. Not that Craig knows that anyway, but yeah.
I know, I'm just saying out character just for,
Yeah.
All right.
curiosity.
So, is that all that you guys are doing for the day?
If possible, Craig could go back to Peculiarity Shop and to see if he's gotten anything in the last day.
Have the tables reset? Can we roll again?
Exactly.
We still have money.
No, because it's only been a day.
Fuck.
Oh, well, if he's there, he'll be like, so we saw a ghost of one of those things in the tapestry. I think it was, and Craig will point out the one he thinks they saw.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll be like, so is there any other weird shit around town we should know about other than the House of Talavar? Because they're sending us to herd goats. Now, I don't know if you know about this, but we're the Fellowship of the Fallen. We're dragon slayers. So, I mean, if you have anything more interesting going on, please let us know.
She asks you if you have spent a night on Idle Island yet. She's
I would happily.
Suggested earlier.
Not yet. We were busy fighting and slapping the shit out of a ghost. That's someone dumb. Did you hear that last night, by the way? That the fighting up there? And Craig will point out the window to the House of Talavar.
She just shakes her head. And
There was a fireball shot, so I assume someone hurt.
She tells you she's a very heavy sleeper.
I love to imagine at this point you've got Luca and Magna going, "Who are you? Had his reins? No, you had his reins. Where's the barbarian gone?"
Craig's gone off on his own at this stage because he's annoyed. There's islands. Spend a night on the islands. Do you know, are there more ghosts on the islands? Because Craig will hold up, then again he'll hold up the medallion. He's like, it's kind of my thing to, get rid of the undead.
It's like, meanwhile, I'm putting on my glasses and I activate the satellites to try to find Craig and then send down a robot to immobilize him. Just like Tony Stark.
Yeah, so
sun's going down, big guy.
Aubrey tells you that the only ghostly happenings that he's aware of is over on Idle Island.
Interesting.
Do we want to spend the night on Idle Island before we leave tomorrow?
Craig will slide him 3 silver for the information and then back out of the just walk out of the shop.
The information that they'd already told us the day before.
Yeah, Craig wasn't paying attention the first time. This is Craig's idea of a recon trip. Okay, he's doing his best. And he's decided the rest of you are happy to just be fucking plebs following orders. So he's like, no, fuck that, I'm gonna find shit out.
I guess like a goldfish. He only remembers things for 4 minutes. Whoa!
And then with Craig's successful recon trip, I think that's where we will take our break for tonight. And we will be back in about 5 or so minutes.
Cool.
Awesome.
Bollocks.
All right. And we are back. We will jump to the point where you guys have gathered outside of town, where you find... Oh, God, now I forgot her name. Where you find Finchwit waiting for you. You see a gnome dressed in very bright colors, bright, almost yellow golden hair, standing there with what you would assume to be the herd of giant goats. It is, for lack of a better word, a massive herd. At a quick count, you would guess probably around 300 to 400 giant goats.
Holy shit!
Yeah, when you say giant goats, are they Ramstein sized, or are they just like a normal goat compared to Crag sized?
Are they just bigger than normal goats, but not Ramstein sized?
No, they are Ramstein sized giant goats.
Does he have a whole bunch of people like riding horses to herd the goats? How do you herd goats? Like, do they have dogs?
So she tells you that with a lot of effort, most of her stable hands and the like are back at what she calls her ranch, where they are looking after the rest of the goats.
There's more.
Oh, you're a girl. I'm sorry. I should not have assumed Pinchwit, Miss Pinchwit.
Hey, look at you! Should really, of all people.
God damn it! I'm so sorry.
Come on, Luca. You should, of all people, you should know what it's like.
Forgotten Realms names are so awful.
They are.
I can't tell.
But she does tell you that not to concern yourself with it. It's not the first time it's happened. It will probably not be the last as well.
I hear you, sister.
It's not like she's a dwarf where it's harder to tell.
Oh, I can tell.
But yeah, let's see. Where was I?
Wait, what's an unarmed attack? What is that? What do I roll for that?
An unarmed attack.
Are you going to punch me? Are you going to punch me or Crag?
I'm booting Crag in the leg.
I mean, I thought Magnar was a woman when we first met. Did you see how?
I'm like, hey. Magnar is a lovely specimen of a dwarf. So.
Yeah.
Wait, is the rumor about dwarf women not having beards? Like having beards, is that not true?
Some of them, maybe.
I just did it. That's what we were told in the tribe.
You've met Griselda, and she's got a big bushy red beard.
See?
Like I said, some of them.
So she basically tells you that the reason she asked for your assistance in this is because she is by no means a fighter. She's good at what she does, and that's work with goats and herd goats, but she just feels that with a herd this size, she can keep them relatively in check by herself. They listen to her very well, but she just needs protection from things out there in the wilderness. She tells you that the route that she's planned, she's not going to be sticking to the road. She's more afraid of bandit attacks than attacks from wild animals, which she believes you should handle quite handily.
I just looks at Luca and it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
And yeah,
He's just like, oh no, this is gonna go badly.
How long
she
are you
basically tells
expecting?
you. Sorry.
How long are you expecting the journey to take?
She tells you with the size of the herd, it is probably going to take about 2 days to cover the 21 miles.
That's pretty quick, I'd have thought.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, the herd
Goats
moves,
can move fast.
they move a bit slower, in a group this size. But I mean, if you guys keep pace,
Ramstein is pretty fast, and they're the same size as Ramstein.
But
Please tell me
it.
you called Ramstein back to you yesterday when we've got.
I didn't, but I did prepare for it this morning. So yeah, I am actually going to do Fine Steed and get him to come back.
All right, Ramstein does come back. As he pops back into existence next to you, you do notice that he's got a couple of pink bows in his head.
I'm going to leave it because you look pretty, Ramstein.
He just kind of comes and nuzzles up.
Is Ramstein a girl?
Oh,
What is happening?
Ramstein is androgynous.
Yeah, so she tells you the reason.
Ramstein's not real.
I do have fist bump with his
Shut
forehead.
up.
I'm like, poop.
She tells you that the reason you guys are going to be able to cover ground so quickly is because you won't be following the road. You'll be making a straight shot for Fenrir.
To say, I'm glad I would want to come around a corner and see 300 giant goats headed towards me.
I was gonna say these goats are gonna murder anything we run into. These guys are nasty.
Well, we've seen Ramside hit things. It hurts.
Miss Wigglehoof, please use Ramstein as your steed to help you guide him as well, if you wish.
So she tells you that that won't be necessary, and she points to one of the goats standing at the head of the herd, and she tells you that she'll be riding on him.
She doesn't like fake goats.
It's not fake. Shut up.
Wait, and Crag will then look to home and is like, isn't there like another dragon somewhere in these woods apparently?
Like I'm already sitting on Ramstein's head. I'm like, yeah, he's not fake, or they're not fake. Yeah.
Like someone told us about a green dragon.
Welcome to the principal. We're just going back to check and make sure the house is okay and there's no more undead assassins waiting for us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, we're taking a shortcut through woods with what is.
Yeah, you mentioned woods. I've got to keep an eye out for the trees. That's right.
Yeah, the trees, and because Crag has held the axe, so he still feels the lingering effects. Like, the trees, and also there was the druid guy mentioned the green dragon in the woods, and I don't know about you, but if I was a dragon, that's a buffet.
But I kind of remember that being north.
That was
what?
The green dragon we ended up killing in the mine.
Are we sure?
So that dragon's gone. No, there's potentially other dragons around, and flying creatures is a good shout. There's more than just dragons fly through the air, and they'll see a buffet. So,
and as well as that, there's those leshy things that we carry around. That thing was fucking creepy.
Yeah, so she tells you that's one of the reasons for moving the goats in such large numbers. Less likely to be attacked by something.
That is not how I'd look at it. I would look at this as easier to attack because you're not less likely to notice you missing.
I think if you're stood in front of 300 goats, you're not going to be looking very healthy at the end of the 300 stepping on you.
Yeah, and when she says that, I look at the party and I'm like, does she not know that we're a party of adventurers? We always get attacked. I mean, does she want us to like walk at a distance from the herd so that the attacks will come on us and not the herd?
Does she not realize that we are like really unlucky when it comes to things trying to kill us?
Oh, we're pretty lucky.
We're really lucky at surviving.
Surviving, but I mean, every time we have walked through this woods, we have been attacked by at least 20 orcs. At least.
Well, hopefully we've run out of orcs.
I hope so. I mean, I think we've killed a lot of them.
Or let's look forward to 20 more orcs. They're going to be less.
I mean, I'm kind of sick of killing orcs.
I'm kind of sick of killing dragons.
I kind of prefer orcs to the undead assassins. Go back to them. Not going to lie.
Yeah, but the undead assassins kind of deserve it. I feel like when we're killing orcs, we're just, that's just how they do things,
I just wish that orcs weren't assumed to all be bad all the time. I wish we could just not be attacked by orcs.
Yeah, why can't we be friends?
We could be attacked by humans, I mean, I feel like humans could be bad.
We've only been attacked by humans like 3 times.
Aldwin's just nodding, going, yep, humans can be bad. Yep, that's fair.
And look, we've never seen another Goliath.
That's because Goliath tend to stick to the north.
Oh, Helm, I thank you for that small mercy every day.
So before we leave, I'm going to look around to see if the sergeant brings his daughter. I'm like, Luca's still hoping. I'm pretty sure, Richard's pretty sure that the sergeant won't bring his daughter, but...
Yeah, Luca looks around, but no, you do not see the sergeant.
Are you looking for something, Luca?
No, Professor X has not joined us.
Yeah. I told the sergeant guy that if his daughter would rather be someplace where she can be with the owlbear, she could come with us and we could bring her to our school.
So you asked a father to send his daughter away with people he's barely met.
We
already saved her life once, and if he understands that there's no way she's not going to want to go and be with the owlbear, and if they murder the owlbear, she will not want to be his daughter anymore. So in order to avoid all of these bad outcomes, really logical, right? In order to avoid all of these bad outcomes, you can just come with us to our new school, free tuition.
At Aldrin's going that thing doesn't have a family. Noted. Got it. Okay.
Just to point out, if they kill the owlbear, I will burn the fucking town down.
I mean, to be honest, I'm like he's gonna make sure they're out of earshot of the gnome, and be like, I'm kind of tempted, anyways. I really don't like how they spoke to us in there. It seems like we were being looked down on as just adventurers.
In fact, yeah. So okay,
Am I in earshot when you have this conversation?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, holy crap, this is like some strong reactions. Like if we do see some towns guards heading out with spears, to go look for the owlbear, we're going to be like, guys, we just want to stress that it's really important for you to not harm that owlbear. I feel like that's an important thing for you to know. But otherwise, well, let's herd some goats.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys set out with this very large herd of goats. And you travel for a couple of hours. I mean, you set out early morning. It's probably pushing to just after noon sometime during the day. You've already stopped once to give the goats some time to rest. What's everyone's passive perception?
Like 13.
17.
13, yeah.
14, sorry.
15.
While we're running along as well, Magnar's kind of strolled up to the gnome on the back of Ramstein, so he's at the same height, and he's just like, have you got any tips for, getting him to do what I want him to do? Just general chit-chat, talking about the giant goats and just trying to get Ramstein to behave a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, so she does give you a bit of information. She does tell you that, it's secrets of the trade and she's not going to give away everything.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But if there's anything in future that if you do implement what she said, if there's anything you want Ramstein to do in future, I'll give you advantage on the
awesome
on the animal handling check to do it.
Awesome, yeah, perfect.
But yeah, so anyone who's got a passive perception, let me just let's see.
And if anybody never gets tired of hearing goats screaming like humans, Thor: Love and Thunder is amazing. I think I'm the only person that just loved it every time those goats screamed like humans.
I have not seen it yet.
It's really good. It's really good in my opinion.
I've heard such mixed opinions of it. I'm really worried to see it.
I think only the dude bros didn't like it.
Fair.
Yeah, so anyone with a passive perception of 14 or higher.
Yes, I noticed something.
Yes.
Everyone but Alden.
And
not everyone but
Alden definitely sees it.
you notice two large shadows on the ground.
What that?
And as you look up, you see two large winged creatures.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Following the herd.
Oh, they're just following the herd at a distance, so like they're tailing us.
At this point, they're directly above.
So
the shadow was falling a bit off towards the east of you.
Do they have 2 legs and 2 wings, or 4 legs and 2 wings?
Give me a perception check.
This is important to know. It determines whether they're
have
really dangerous.
Could they be wyverns? Could they be manticores? Could they be it's all bad.
Chimera. I mean, there's all sorts of. They could be Pegasi. Maybe they're Pegasi. Maybe it's just
That's
a winged
5.
horses.
Crag just sees flying thing and he's like, ah.
That's a nat one too.
I mean, at this point, it could be a very large seagull. I mean, you're still fairly close to the coast.
I'm going to call out the warning. I'm going to call out the warning. I'll be like, there are some large flying creatures right overhead.
I see. Do I have a better idea what they look like?
I cast mage armor.
You can give me a perception check as well.
I cast rage armor.
I'm going to cast
18.
mage armor. Oh, sorry.
With an 18, you can see 2 wings. It looks like only 2 legs. Fairly long tail. Sleek body.
Scaled?
Scale, definitely.
Wyvern.
And as you call out Wyvern, they begin to swoop down and the herd begins to scatter.
I'm just hearing Wyvern, but said in the female guard voice from Skyrim, where it's like, dragon!
Wyvern!
And Yeah, so the goats begin to scatter in all directions.
Oh,
What is everyone doing?
I would like to, Reg.
So I'm gonna. Well, I guess I didn't have time to cast Mage Armor. I'll cast Mage Armor.
All right, you cast Mage Armor. What is everyone else
I'd like
doing?
to try to stop some of the goats splitting up.
Yeah, give me a animal handling check.
It doesn't necessarily mean I'm stopping them running. I just don't want them to get separated.
Yeah, you're just trying to herd them back into one large group.
11.
And 11. Cool.
Why does my animal handling forsake me?
Anyone who we got left? What's Magnar and Elian doing?
I was going to say, I'm going to shout back to Elian and just say, have you
Elian-
got any way of containing these or creating an illusion so they can't see?
He doesn't, but he's gonna do what similar to Luca, just tap his staff on the ground and cast Mage Armor.
All right. Everyone's just preparing for a fight.
It's a wyvern or wyvern. I don't know how to pronounce that specifically, but yeah, like what do you expect?
All right. Magnar, is there anything else you're doing?
Just saying to the gnome, like, we need to get these under control. We can deal with this, but we can't afford to lose any.
All right. She's also going to make an animal handling check. All right. That's 2 successes. Cool. And with that, she does manage to control a relatively sized portion of them. They are still split into roughly 2 groups. The one group is taken off quite a distance away. What is everyone doing?
I'm going to the group that she's not at.
Are the wyverns within 120 feet of Elian?
No, they are not. They swooped down and then went back up.
How far away are they?
You would guess at this point probably 400 feet up.
Nah, the only thing you can do is dimension door, and that ended with him falling to his death. So that's not gonna. Yeah, Elian's not gonna do anything else.
All right, so Magnar, you're going after the group that's quite a distance away by now.
Yeah, the one that she hasn't handled. Yes.
So so I'm still sitting. Am I still sitting on?
Unless you got off, yes.
Yeah. I'm still sitting on your goat, Magnar. So I'll go with you,
Yeah.
and I'll get my bow out, and then if we have more things to do, I will cast spider climb on myself so I can stand on top of things without having to make any rolls.
100%. So I'm just splitting you two off from the group. Aldwin, Craig, Elian.
Alden will be staying with her. Have I got time to do another action, or?
You can.
I'm at this point going to channel divinity, and now because there's a lot of temporary hit points going out to 150 giant goats. And I'm trying to cover the whole herd as best I can, and also everyone. So I can't get.
Craig is going to move like 30 feet away from the crowd of goats and start waving his sword, which is now like glowing an insanely bright white out as the radiant energy.
If I've got time for bonus action, I will also fly, so I'm above the goats, so I'm the first target.
Yeah, are you like dousing them in soothing twilight? The soothing twilight goes over
I'm soothing twilighting the goats, but also I'm the first. I'm the first contact when the wyverns duck it in.
So, Craig, are you staying with the original group?
Yeah.
All right. Where's Elian going?
Elian is going to also stay with the original.
All right.
Actually, no, Elian's going to go with Luca and Magnar.
Can he keep up?
You're splitting yourself up, Carrig?
Yeah, at least that way I can have both groups.
So he can be involved in both the fights. Otherwise, he can.
All right, so that's it. So let's move you guys over to the map.
Elian's going to make Magnar fly after the wyverns.
Oh, yes.
Flying dwarf.
On the back of Ramstein. Please, on the back.
Cast fly on. Oh my god. John, if he cast fly on Ramstein, and if Luca and like Magnar were riding Ramstein, could they fly?
Well, we
Technically.
could be on it.
It's a whole.
So
What
you're saying
as they fly is another
is that
thing.
it wouldn't work.
It's a whole
dual
hog
cast
father. You
web
could do
walk?
the hog father.
I see a black map. It is black.
There you go.
It is black.
So you're saying there's a chance.
It is black.
A good night to all, and to all a good night.
Where'd your tokens go?
Solo says in chat, we never got that giant crossbow attachment from the gnomes that they promised us.
In fairness, we killed the dragon before it came back.
Yeah, true.
Should go and check. Maybe while we're there, we can go and check on them and see how.
I have the giant crossbow. I love it. I love it. The goats.
All right, so there is the split. This is the wrong.
So, yeah, as Ilian ran off with them, if that would work, he's going to cast Fly on Rammstein.
All right, so Rammstein is now flying. Cool. Magnar, your group. You can, judging by the distance you've traveled, you'd probably guess that you are about 2,000 odd feet away from where you started. It's been quite a chase trying to catch up to these goats at this point.
Okay.
And it is at this point where both wyverns begin to swoop down
on the one group
at these herds of goats.
Is it at the one group where they split up?
They are split up.
Oh, thank God! Otherwise, that would have been very bad.
Half the party doesn't get to fight. Yeah.
And I need. Yeah.
Just to check before we go into the fight, because it didn't get changed on the sheet. What's Rammstein's new AC? Because he got that armor that you gave me that would stay with him.
Oh, the barding. It's going to act as you did leather, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It acts as normal leather armor.
So what's that?
It's 13 plus dex.
Okay. So I'll change that on his sheet. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Cool.
Done.
And I'm just going to. Oh, what the hell? Let's roll these two separately.
Just because that might become important.
You mean in the near future?
In the very near future.
All right, who are we missing? Got Luca, we've got Craig, Ilian.
Yeah, all right, it's me you're waiting for.
No, don't stress.
Probably me as well, actually.
Which means I would.
Oh, we rolled really well. Except, I mean, even for Magnar, that's good initiative.
I'm just gonna roll initiative for the giant goats as well.
Which one's Rammstein, by the way? We should probably give Rammstein a marker.
I will as soon as. Oh, let me just drag one in quickly. You guys would be riding on him.
Sky goat.
Let me just update this stuff quickly because this is a new token now.
By the way, Richard, I assume I don't need to say it that we need our Luca and Magnar flying on Rammstein, right?
Turn around. Tell me what you see.
Or more
you mean like show like Falco? Yeah.
In their face, the mirror of your dreams.
I was thinking more like Totoro, where we're just stuck to him, and he's flying. We're just stuck to him, and he's flying on he's standing on a top, and he just flies away. He's got an umbrella. Yeah.
Man, I was hoping to say to turn an animal into a flying weapon of mass destruction for the mud when I cast fly on the mud as a bear or some shit, but yeah, fuck it.
We'll give Rammstein the yellow dot there. Is everyone on the turn order? I think so. Cool. So let's sort this descending. Alien acts first. What is Alien doing? Both wyverns are probably about 30 feet off the ground at this point.
Yeah. So obviously Rammstein is now flying. So Ilian is nearby, and he's just like, "Oh fuck, it's gonna target me then probably," and he's gonna look at the wyvern up there, and he is going to cast. He's within 120 feet, so it's 30 feet off the ground. So he's gonna fireball it. It's not gonna.
I can't see the initiative.
Yeah, the fireball's not gonna hit.
Did it disappear? There you go.
Don't fireball the goats.
No, it's not. It can't. The fireball can't hit the goats because it doesn't have the radius.
ice knife.
That is a DC 16 deck save for 33 fire damage.
How is Luca fourth in initiative? This is bullshit.
All right, the woman gets a natural 19.
Damage. It's still what?
16.
16 points.
It's not in range to Chrono Shift, so I can't make it reroll.
All
That's
right.
not bad though. And that's Alien's probably gonna like.
Oh, it has a bunch of hit points. That's good.
I don't know if Wyverns have breath attacks, so Alien's gonna kind of move away a bit.
All right. So Alien jumps off the flying goat.
No, Alien. Wait, was Alien on the flying goat? If Alien was on, I wasn't sure if Alien was on the flying goat.
That's what I assumed.
Oh, if Alien was on the flying goat, then he's not going to jump off the flying goat. No way.
How high is Ramstein up at this point?
That's up to Ryan.
Well, as it's just been cast, I'd say he's probably just in that, floating just off the ground stage.
Alien didn't explain, but
he's galloping as if he's on the ground, but he's in the air. He's still just galloping into the air.
Yeah, he's just
So
moving on the
My
spot.
theory is Alien meant to target Luca, but he hit Ramstein by mistake.
If Alien wanted
bounding.
to jump up, he wouldn't take damage.
Yeah, no, but he's not going to jump off then if he's actually able to fit on the flying goat. I thought it wouldn't hit the ball.
Oh yeah, you're all uncomfortably stuck to this goat at this point.
But Luca's fine. Luca has spider climb. He's stood there on the belly, just like.
No, I feel like Ramstein is bounding like Ashitaka's elk in Princess Mononoke, boing boing, but then he just keeps going up. It's like, oh my god!
If anyone's played Elden Ring, it's just that effect with Torrent's double jumps.
Yeah.
What is Craig doing?
Crag is. I can't see the wyvern on my screen. Where is it gone? Oh, there. It's over there. So it's 30 foot in the air and it's about 80 foot away. Crag's going to rage and then move 60 foot. So 10, 20. He's about here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's exactly 60 feet. And then how far away is this thing now? It's 30 foot up, 30 feet over. So it's about what, another 60 feet away?
About 45, yeah.
45. Okay, that's still within range, so he's going to loose the lightning javelin.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a
what
save.
Of DC, I think 13.
Yeah, it's a low DC. It's like a 13. That's a 15 on the deck save.
Yeah, it'll take half damage, and that's what, like 4d6, I think.
No, 46 is what it does, so it'd be 2d6.
Yeah, but like 4d6 and then take half.
Yeah.
You have a higher chance of rolling better damage when you do all four. So that's 6.
All right, 6 points of lightning damage. Yeah, I mean you've got its attention at the least.
Yeah, that's the point. And then Crag is then just gonna stand there with his sword out. It's glowing, and he's just ready to go. Come here, you scaly bitch! I've killed dragons. You're nothing.
Aldwin, what are you doing?
Could you put me a 30-foot radius? I can't save my aura 1, I'm afraid. Sorry. I'm presuming at this point Alden's about 10 feet off the ground. So we are just going to 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't want to do an aura.
Yeah. So
okay, well, just keep it in mind.
Yeah. You would have had 11 temporary hit points from the previous one, Crag, when you were next.
I already have it.
And I'll just guiding bolt, nice and simple.
All right.
Don't you always crit with your guiding bolts? Pretty sure.
He normally does, yes.
Now you've said it, that's all going to go horribly, horribly wrong.
I know that's why I said.
Yep. +8.
Richard, just no.
Shush! Just don't speak to me when I'm about to do a roll. Just don't.
I mean, you shoot a Roman candle at someone and it just kind of goes.
Do you want to add a bless to that?
Will
No.
bless help?
No, I'm not adding a bless to that. That's just a oops.
Yeah. So the shot goes wide.
As God is my witness, I'm really sorry.
Luca, what are you doing?
So we're on the back of a flying goat, flying towards a
probably
a
about
wyvern.
3 feet off the ground currently.
So if I just stand on his head and don't move, can I get a steady shot, or is that too much?
You can do your steady aim. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
What is my? Hopefully, I'm within 80 feet. Yeah. So I'm just gonna stand on Ramstein's head, and just kind of go, hang on, stop moving, stop, and take a shot at the wyvern. I'm like, and what if they're friendly?
They're not friendly.
Schlack. EC 26 for like almost minimum damage. 15 damage from a magical bow.
I really hope Ramstein doesn't get killed while you're up in the air. That would be.
We're gonna be fine. We will never take falling damage as long as I'm here, and I haven't used my reaction.
Yeah. So this wyvern is going to swoop down in your direction, Craig.
Does it enter melee range?
It does.
Or does it approach me menacingly?
Would you like to? Would you like to spank the monkey?
No. Not that way. That's a 3. I haven't gotten a 3 in a long time.
What, from spanking the monkey?
Yeah, it's usually just a
armor
1.
of Agathis.
All right. So you gain first level spell. You gain 5 temporary hit points.
Okay, so you actually lose health from the spell.
They don't stack?
Nope.
So they don't stack. It replaces your current temporary hit points.
You do damage if you get bit.
Yeah.
He's got the monkey right next to his nipples. Yeah.
And then it is going. Oh no! Wait, it can strike from 10 feet away. So it'll rather do that.
It'll still get armor of Agathis.
Yeah. It doesn't know that, so it's going to strike out firstly at you with its stinger.
Cool.
That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
All right, and then as it passes by you, it's going to rake at you with its claws.
Cool.
That is a 26 to hit.
That one will hit.
All right, so you take 10 points slashing damage. Melee attack, while you have 10 hit points, creature takes 5 cold damage. So you do take 5 points slashing damage, so that's already halved.
Yep.
So you lose your 10 hit points, and it is going to take.
That's perfectly fine. It smashes the armor and then just gets stabbed to bits by it.
And then it is going to go. So that was 20 feet. It's going to go 5, 10, 15.
Does it pass through and out of my attack range? No.
No, it does not. There, and then it's going to fly up at 20 feet again. Magnar, what are you doing?
So I'm going to instruct Ramstein to go. I basically want to go 20 foot up, but like at an angle with the 40-foot movement.
Mm-hmm.
And if
so you're going to move 20 feet closer, but 20 feet up as well.
Well, yeah, it's like at an angle. So how much does that give me? I'm not like going up and then across. I'm going kind of as an angle up.
Yeah, I'll let you do 30 feet towards the creature.
So that's what, here? Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll say you're 20 feet up.
Okay, cool. So I'm within this kind of distance. Right. Not close enough to do anything too mad. So I'm just going to throw 2 javelins at him.
All right.
So I got one hand on the reins and the other one just flinging javelins.
Oh, nice! You rolled well.
Yeah, 25 is a hit for 6 points piercing.
And then a second javelin, 19 for 7.
19 is also going to hit for 7.
This is the first time in a while you've hit both of your attacks. This is a good day.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he does it more often than not, actually, in combat.
What? Does he?
Yeah, I just don't really do much damage. Is the thing.
Yeah,
how far is he from me, Sean?
And I lean way over so the javelins don't hit me. I'm like, hey, whoa, good one.
Yeah, he's about 40 feet from you.
Boy, damn it. Okay, yeah, I can't do what I was going to do. All right, that's it then.
Ramstein doesn't get a dash action. Oh, Ramstein doesn't get its own action.
No.
Well, I mean, he does. He does get to hit, but he's not close enough to do that.
Can he not dash?
He's going to
Actually,
fly in your direction.
Wait, doesn't fly give you a 60-foot fly speed?
No, it's not. It's different for steeds.
Yeah, but fly the spell.
Fly spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could have gotten a little bit closer.
So another 10 foot.
10 feet closer, yeah.
All right, so let's say I'm the 10 foot closer then.
Puts you within 30 feet.
Yeah, it would be okay if that's okay, John.
Say again.
If that's okay, then if I would have been that extra 10 feet closer, I can do what I was going to do.
Yeah. Let's just see, because you would have needed to be within 30 feet.
I think I was at 40 feet, but then...
Yeah, you were. I just need to figure out where I need to move the wyvern to. Okay, so now you're within 30 feet of it, yes.
Okay, so then in that case, I'm going to use my bonus action to try and do compelled duel against him. So he needs to give me a wisdom save, please.
All right, that is a 12. That's a failure.
So if he attacks anything other than me directly, he gets disadvantage.
All right, it is his turn, so he's going to fly to within 10 feet of you, just 30 feet of movement, and he's going to strike out at you with his stinger. Just kind of flies up to you and hovers there for a second. That is a natural 20.
Chrono shift.
Hits. Okay.
All right, so let me just re-roll that one. That makes it a 21.
Just.
All right, so you...
never mind. It needs a reaction for Dale. I was going to say, since they're all on the one go, if Alien cast shields, could have protected 3 of them, but he already used his reaction, so...
So Magnar, you take 13 points piercing damage, and give me a con save. At advantage.
Con save at advantage. Okay. Let's roll it twice. 25.
All right. You only take 14 points of poison damage. Half to 7.
Keep the dwarf alive, because otherwise Rammstein...
I have resistance to poison because I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, that's already half to 7.
Rammstein stays if he goes down.
Was it? Okay, cool.
You would have taken 28, but because of your successful save, you took 14, so down to 7.
Okay, thank you. Yes, sorry. Okay, cool.
All right, and then he's going to try and hit you with his claws.
Okay.
That's a 23.
Yeah, it hits.
But it is not going to do damage. Instead, it's going to grapple you.
What's that against?
It would be against your either athletics or acrobatics.
23.
Oh, meets it, beats it. You barely managed to fend it off.
Get off me, you scaly fuck.
And then it's going to go from where you are. It's probably going to go. It used 30. It's going to go 25 and 25. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's again about 25 feet higher than you, and then 25 feet away.
God, it has 50-foot movement. Jesus.
60. So
it's got an 80-foot fly speed.
Fucking hell. All right.
The goats on their turn, they're just gonna run around like crazy, so I'm not gonna really move them.
Boom, 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 boom. Temporary hit points. Out you go. Woohoo!
Yeah, get them back. Not yet.
Ilian, what are you doing?
Ilian's gonna look at Magnar, knowing that Ilian's knowing that Magnar's cast compelled to him. He's just gonna be like, should I hit it?
You can respond if you like. I think it's until it takes damage. Wisdom saving throw, attempts to move. Space that is more than 30 feet away. We'll say it's still inside that. Target movement. The spell ends
if
you attack any other creature. If you attack any other creature.
It ends the spell. Yeah. Well, we need to kill it, so just go for it.
Cool. Ilian's going to gravity sink all this thing.
All right. What's it making? Dex save.
I don't think it is. It's con save.
Con save. Oh, they're good at con.
Oh, shit.
How does a...
It's not going in chat for some reason. There we go.
Oh, that's strange. It didn't add the bonus to con. DC 16. It's still going to fail with a 50.
Cool. So a 20-foot radius sphere of crushing force forms at a point you can see within range, and tugs at the creature there. Each creature in the sphere must make a con save or take 5d10 force damage, and it's pulled in a straight line to the center of the space. So, Alien would have tried to like arrange that so that it's not going to hit any of the goats, but it's going to pull the wyvern back towards them.
Oh yeah, it's probably about 50 feet up.
Yeah, so it's going to pull the wyvern 20 feet down back towards the Rammstein.
All right, so directly down or
back at an angle, like just enough that it would pull it 20 feet towards. So you would have cast it outside of the radius.
But, so that'll move it about 10 feet closer to you.
Yeah.
All right, Craig, what are you doing?
Crag is going to how high up is this thing now?
It moved 40 feet to you, then it moved away, so it's probably about 35 feet up in the air.
I can't really do anything other than chuck javelins, but good thing I have like 1,000 javelins. Because the bag of... Yeah, about that, we've collected quite a lot over the orc slaying, so...
Yeah, you gave most of those to Fandolin, though.
No, I kept loads.
Those are swords and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't give them javelins, so that's 15.
A 15 just hits.
6 piercing.
All right, it is starting to get irritated.
It's 22 for 10 piercing.
Well, 21, but yes.
No, why is that a disadvantage?
Because
you're outside of javelin's thrown radius.
Oh, well. Yeah. And then...
your javelins smell like soup because I tried to use the bag of holding to see how much soup it would hold. So it'll hold about 250 liters of soup. And it keeps it hot for a really long time, which is great. But
isn't the bag of holding cold inside?
No,
it's just neutral.
Oh no, that's a bag of
pocket
colding.
dimension.
Sorry,
the bag of colding.
I will tell you, I did actually learn though that in a bag of holding, every single item is completely separate from itself.
Yep.
I actually found that out the other day. I was like, "Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. I figured it was just one big jumble."
Until you flip the bag of holding inside. Until you flip the bag of holding inside out, then they all kind of appear in the same.
Oh yeah, that's different.
And then there's just soup everywhere. No,
yeah, there's just a Gatling gun of daggers. It's like,
just don't reach inside and say magic cup. Really, don't do that. Do not do that.
Yeah, so I know we don't do called shots, but
that cup is my cup. Okay, you can't have it.
But just for flavor, Crag was aiming for the wing membrane.
Yeah, I mean it does pass all the way through.
Yeah, so he's trying to like harry it so it can't fly as well.
But it's a hole that big in a wing that is, as big as
javelin. Javelins are the tip of a javelin pretty big.
So no, you're thinking of a spear.
Are they not the same?
Javelin's just like a thin pole.
Pointed stick.
Javelin, yeah, I was just about to say a javelin is a pointy stick.
I always thought it was like a javelin was bigger than the spear. Never mind.
No, javelin's a lot smaller.
The Olympics would be much more fun if that was the case. But
remind Craig to pick up some spears because spears can be thrown at the same level as a javelin. They're just bigger.
Yep. What is Alduin doing?
And 15, 20, 25. Let's go back to there actually.
Alduin, hit it to the ground. I can't hit it from here.
Sure, with all those spells I have that can pin flying creatures.
Only you had a druid in the party.
If Tamaki was here, he has a skyblinder stuff, so he could have brought him down. No, we will. We'll try Guiding Bolt again.
You don't talk about Smackhead and his silvery barbs.
That is a
nice
25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
For 16 radiant, and there is now a nice little blue shimmer all down those scales.
How high up in the sky are you, Alduin?
At this point, I'm still about 10 foot.
All right, good to know.
In my nice ball of...
You've definitely caught its attention now.
Oh, yeah.
What did I get in terms of 10 hit points, by the way?
You didn't, because you were... Oh, no, you were in 30 foot, so yes, you would have 10 hit points. My apologies.
While you guys sort that out, Luca, what are you doing?
I'm going to hold my action to cast a spell if it comes within 15 feet of us.
All right. It is gonna. Well, we'll see how close it gets to you. It is still pretty pissed off with Magnar.
Yeah, and I'm going to move around so that I'm standing on Magnar's shoulders, and I'll be like, okay, when it comes close, when it comes a little closer, I'm going to try to pull it in even closer so you can attack it with your sword. Okay.
10. So if it moves to about there, it'll be within 15 feet eventually.
I think it has half movement speed when it's been gravity sinkhole. I'm not.
Yeah, so I cast it. So my eyes go silver, and I cast lightning lure.
All right.
Let's see what happens. Yeah. So I just clicked on it. What am I? Something supposed to happen? Nothing's happening.
Luke has gone fishing.
Yeah, its movement speed would have been half as well because it got gravity sinkholes.
Yeah, but he has 80 feet.
Oh, no, remember it's got 80 feet. This thing.
Oh no, I'm just reminding you that so like for when it's trying to retreat.
I'm clicking on it, but nothing's happening. Fuck, man.
What is it? Dex save.
Yeah, so lightning. I'm just gonna open it up on my. I'm just clicking on it, but nothing's happening. Fuck, man.
No problem.
So it's my spell DC is a 15, and it is you create a lash of lightning energy that strikes at one creature 15 feet of you. Target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards you, and then take a D8 damage. And I'm actually doing 2D8 lightning damage if it fails.
Right,
so it's a strength save DC 15.
It's got a 20 on the strength save. They also good at strength, apparently.
All right, well, that's a cantrip, so he takes so nothing bad happens. I'm like, oh shit, that didn't work.
All right, and then it's
sorry, Magnar.
10 feet of Magnar, and it's going to strike out at you with. Yeah, it's going to go claws firstly again. It's going to try and grab you again, Magnar.
Okay.
That's a natural 20 for a total 20 for a total 27.
Reroll that.
I will happily reroll it.
I got a 19 on my check anyway.
26. I rolled a 19.
Yeah, he grabs me.
Okay, it's going to grab you, and now that it's got you grappled, it's going to try and fight you.
So I'm standing on Magnar with my sticky feet. Can I also come?
Technically, you can, yes.
I'm like, whoa!
You were standing on the sheep.
Hey.
No, I said on my turn. I said I moved to stand on.
Yes, you did.
If he's grappling an ally is within 5 feet. That's all I'm saying. Get your sneak attack, man. Get your sneak attack.
No, I already did my attack this turn.
I know, but just when you can, get that sneak attack, my guy.
That's a 22 on the bite, Magna.
Yeah.
You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it's just going to fly its remaining 5 feet with you.
Well, that
like
was a dumb
Magnar.
mistake.
I know. It's like, Magnar, we're going to be okay.
That's
Crag and Elves just look in the background and just see a shape, and you see the two of them just getting carried up. It's like, oh, fuck.
And that is its turn.
My turn?
It is your turn, yes.
Well, I'm close enough to slap it now, so let's have a go. 23?
Ooh. A 23 will hit.
Oh, and wait
and
a
why
second.
don't we go for a second level Divine Smite on top of that?
This is a Wyvern's class as a dragon. Wait, isn't it? Does the Dragon Slayer longsword do extra damage?
I think it's a large dragon.
Yeah.
Now it is considered a large dragon.
Yeah.
So does that mean I get the 21 points?
It's kind of like ogres are considered giants.
You get the extra 3d6, yeah.
Holy cripes.
It does reel back in pain.
This, my friends, is why I made Ramstein fly.
Second level Divine Smite to go on top of that. So that will be shit.
So that's going to do what? 8.
8 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage to it, though. Like
second attack. 17
hits
for 15 damage, and I'm going to throw another second level Divine Smite onto that.
All right.
I hope in 5.5 or 60 or whatever they call it, they don't make Smite a once per turn thing. I really hope.
Have you been doing the extra dice of damage because it's a dragon? I don't see that.
Yeah, that's the extra.
What's the second? Oh wow! Okay, 3d6. That's terrible. Okay, that's just terrible dice rolling.
Of radiant.
All right, and you feel its grip around you go limp.
Oh no!
Does it go limp?
It does, and you begin to plummet downwards.
Luca, this is your point.
I'm like, what? What? It's okay. We'll just hold each other as we plummet. No, I'll use my reaction to cast Featherfall.
I hate to be that guy, but didn't you hold your action last turn?
You did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you have to use your reaction to hold your action. Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I'm like. So how do you
I'm
feel
so-
about hitting me really hard?
But you know
Oh,
who
shit.
didn't? You know who hasn't? Oh, I know. No, fuck Ilian.
Hang on a second. Because Rammstein still has movement. Can I have him swoop down and grab us?
I will say that on your next turn when you fall, I'll let you make a check for that.
Okay, fair enough.
You remember that animal handling check I was talking about?
Yeah, that's kind of why I went up and spoke to her.
What is Ilian doing?
Well, he's going to cast Featherfall. He sees his friends plummeting from the sky. Like, I don't want to metagame and have him have Rammstein save him. Like, as far as Ilian's concerned, he's gonna have to cast.
Yeah.
I'm
So
clinging to Magnar, and I'm like, don't kill it too fast. Don't. Oh fuck! No! Oh shit! Ah!
Who are you targeting?
And doesn't Featherfall target multiple people?
It can, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll target.
If you,
Yeah, I think it's up to 6.
If you upcast it, I think I
Wait,
can't
does he
remember.
have? He has Featherfall.
I think Featherfall does 5 people from base.
Yeah, just throw it in there. I'm not sure. I haven't used that spell.
He doesn't actually have it.
I just clicked on it.
If he doesn't have it, then that
Up to
Yeah,
five
no, I
fallen
thought he
creatures
had
within
it.
range.
Sorry. I suppose. I mean, he could Dimension Door, grab one of them, and then take them to the ground.
Yeah, and then he's falling with us. What an idiot!
Yeah.
He's just waving.
Wait, he can take one thing and Dimension Door. He's going to Dimension Door with Rammstein directly below them.
He can't. It's too big.
Can
Your
he?
size or smaller.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose he's just gonna. He's gonna kind of.
Great soft landing.
All right. So Ilian is basically gonna skip his turn.
Yeah, he's freaking out. I'm sorry. I thought he had Featherfall. I was thinking about.
No, it's 100%. What is Craig doing?
Crag is just like this thing is still really high up in the air, isn't he?
Yeah.
How far up?
Probably at this stage because it went higher up. It's probably about 55 feet up now.
So Crag moves to get directly underneath it. How far away is he?
About 55 feet up.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna have to take the disadvantage. I mean it's evened out for the first one, so he's gonna keep throwing javelins, I suppose.
Yeah. So first attack, if it hits,
Is it normal?
is a straight roll.
And Divine Fury, that has to be a melee attack, isn't it?
It has to. I think it has to be a melee attack. Yeah.
That is a 10 that misses.
Yeah. It just kind of goes up and comes back down.
That's a 20.
A 25 hits.
Right? Yeah, that's for 10.
Only 8. I think it
No,
only
you don't get rage
8
damage.
melee attacks.
I feel like it's kind of dumb because if you're angry enough and you're throwing something, you're throwing it harder. So,
Yeah, but they're
But I
not
digress.
going to argue because you're angry, you're overexerting yourself, and it's going to take away from your accuracy.
yeah, so I'd say it's an 8 points damage.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's Craig's turn.
Yeah, he can't do anything else. He's just like, get down.
All right, Aldwin, what are you doing?
So I wasn't expecting Crag to run underneath the giant thing. So
Put it
5,
down.
10,
I will
15,
stab it.
20,
Crag is holding
25.
us
I'm
in the
also going to go, so I'm just above the floor.
So you're going down a bit.
Yeah, so I'm still flying, but I'm now that kind of just above the grass.
Are you doing that thing where you're 1 foot down again and that's going to fuck you later because you did that and you got gravity sinkhole? Or no, you got fireballed. Sorry. Last
That
session.
was just been. No, now I'm actually going along cross-legged all the way through, so I'm always that little bit higher up.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. Yeah.
I have nothing to pull it down with. That's very disappointing.
Just keep hitting it with shit, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm just gonna toll the dead.
All right. What's that? Wisdom.
Yeah, I've thrown it in chat now.
Yeah, the only thing you guys haven't tried on it is a charisma save.
So yeah.
Oh, and an intelligence save. Yeah, so that's a natural 19. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm making up for my rolls on Friday.
Yep, So all that radiant and necrotic damage. Nope. Just the nice
This
little
makes me
bells keep
sad.
you company.
Right, so basically.
Yep, no, that's my turn.
All right, so Luca, You are, and you can do what you feel like doing.
Are we falling?
I'm going to say because you are stuck to Magna, you are falling on his turn.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast. Well, I'm going to hold my action to cast Featherfall as soon as we start fall. I think creatures have to be falling. So I mean, we're falling. So I'll just cast Featherfall.
Yeah, you guys are going to land safely on your turn.
But I mean, and I want to make sure that I can cast it on the Wyvern too, so that it doesn't smash into the ground. So just the three of us will just fall slowly. It just says 5 falling creatures within range.
Yeah,
up to 5 falling creatures within 60 feet.
And here's my message to Wizards of the Coast: your falling rules suck ass.
Yeah, you shouldn't start falling when it's your turn.
I thought you fell instantly, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it's 6 seconds a turn. Each turn starts.
I feel like we should be on the ground by now.
Like, don't turns happen simultaneously? Technically,
no. I think falling happens. I think you just fall.
Yeah, you just fall, but technically the movement only happens on your turn.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should have just hit the ground already. But if we have not, I will cast Featherfall as soon as I can use a reaction.
For the sake of doing it, you did it the last second before you hit the ground. You're like.
I'm happy for the sake of the game to say that we fell. Like, I'm happy to take that.
No, I agree with that. But I mean, listen, you guys are 9th level or 8th level adventurers. A 30-foot fall is not going to do that much.
Like Brendan Lee Mulligan said, you could throw a 10th level wizard out of an airplane and he will not die when he hits the ground, even if he doesn't have Featherfall. So
So
that's the realism of D&D.
Is going to go 10 feet.
Which is why I have the rule: if it's anything over 100 foot, you have to make a save, otherwise 50, you die.
That's 60, that's 70, that's 80. So Aldwin, basically, it's just going to swoop down in your general direction.
Okay. And you realize I've moved. Oh, is it doing that?
Yeah, it's basically just doing a strafe at this point.
Okay.
And it's going to, as it passes, it's going to strike out at you with its stinger firstly.
Yep.
Oh, there's another natural 20.
Guardian Emblems, no, it's not.
So is it just a normal hit?
It's just a
hit,
I
need to re-roll?
No, you roll, but you don't get any critical damage applied to it. It just counts as a regular hit.
Cool, good to know. So you only take 14 points piercing damage.
I take 1 point of actual damage. Lovely.
And then give me a con save.
That's not as fun. Not the. Oh yes, no, not the 3. That's only an 8.
All right, you take 24 points of poison damage.
Yeah, that does hurt.
At least you're not poisoned, though, are you?
And then it is going to hit you with its claws as well on the way past. Was kind of leading with the stinger. That's 22 to hit.
John, when it does that strafe, does it enter Crag's range to then leave Crag's range?
No, it was like 50 feet above you.
I know, but Aldrin's like right there, so I assume it might have to get low.
But I'm also about 5 foot off the ground, and then it's hitting me from 10 foot away, so it's
it's like
22 will hit, yes.
All right, you take a further 15 point slashing damage.
Okay.
Are you concentrating on anything?
No, I am not.
All right. Magna, you land safely back on the ground.
And whistle for Ramstein to come and grab us.
Yeah, he manages to make his way over to you.
You said we were like 2,000 feet away from the other guys, right?
Yeah, like 2,500 feet.
I wonder how the others are doing.
I mean, you can see in the distance, you can see something happening. I mean, the goats are kicking up quite a bit of dust.
Ellie and Luca, do you want to stay here and try and round up the goats, and I'll see what the others are up to?
Okay.
Knowing how this fight is going, Magnar will get there before the fight is over.
So if they're going to jump off of Ramstein to try and herd the goats here, I'll get back on Ramstein. I'll start making my way over. So it's whenever you say I get there.
All right. So at
60 feet around with Ramstein's movements. I think Magnar can make him dash, isn't it?
So dash
2,500 divided by 120. It'll take you 20.8 rounds to get there.
It'll probably take us that to kill this wyvern, to be honest, considering we can't hit it.
How many rounds did you say?
20.
Basically 21 rounds.
Do I have any understanding of this fucking spell and whether I need to stop at some point and
You have
land?
10. Ilian would have shouted you have 10 minutes.
So yeah, you have enough time.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just checking.
You have 100 rounds.
Yeah, the goats are just gonna run around aimlessly. What is Ilian doing?
The goats are running around aimlessly. He's kind of just. He doesn't know. He's confused. He doesn't know how to tame goats. So he's just kind of looking around.
You can give me an animal handling check.
Yeah. He's like, there, goat. There, goat. I kind of hope he rolls in that one and gets like kicked by a goat. I won't lie.
Oh, if he rolls in that one, he's getting trampled. I'm just telling you that.
I mean, you can't kill him. He's not here.
I can and I will.
He's not here.
Natural 20.
Yeah, I mean, through the awkwardness, I think that goats more take pity on him than anything else. And they do seem to calm down a bit. That's going to be 2 successes.
They get so excited they crumple him.
Do they get paralyzed with fear? And they just fall over?
Yeah.
Aldwin.
That's Crag, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, Crag.
Yeah, Crag is going to then sigh, run another 40 feet. How high up is this dragon now?
It's about 15 feet above. Oh, even with your height, yeah, it's going to be like 10 feet above you still.
I assume Crag can't jump and swing a sword.
You can, but I'm going to say if you do that, it's going to be a disadvantage.
Fair enough. I'll cancel that out anyways. So he'll run, jump, do a reckless attack because this is a reckless maneuver. It makes sense that this will be a reckless attack.
Mm-hmm.
And he will then swing at this thing with a burst of necrotic damage. It's a 20? No, it's an 11 because it's
11.
canceled.
Yeah, 11 is going to miss.
So the first 24 hits.
The 24 will hit.
Yeah, so that'll be 2d6. No, 1d6 plus 4. That's his Divine Fury on top of that as well. So that's 9.
15, 9.
20.
It's going to be 25
points of damage.
Yeah, it is not happy about that. Aldwin, what are you doing?
Sorry, doing this first for Crag if he wants it.
Just to favour the 2 hits, by the way, he does a flip while spinning the sword. That's how he tries to do it twice. That's why he puts
Sonic spin.
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
I am going to. Let's do another Toll the Dead on it, just to.
All right.
And kill this thing.
A wisdom save.
That's not what I wanted to press.
Yeah, 17 plus 1 gives me 18.
Well, foosballs. How is this thing rolling so well on wisdom?
I don't know. I know they've only got a +1.
Very curious.
We need to get that save DC up for you, my friend.
16 is pretty good at this level.
Yeah.
It's just people are rolling well. No, I don't have any bonus actions. Does it make sense to get right up next to Crag at the minute, or does it make sense? I don't know whether to keep her separated, keep it moving backwards and forwards, or try and keep it down and see if it'll go for one of us.
I mean, we're definitely better off having it go for Crag because I can resist most of the damage it's going to do.
I'm actually going to swoop in then behind Crag.
All right.
So I'm now literally just off the floor.
Luca, is there anything specific you're doing?
I'm just going to hang on. I'm going to keep hanging on. Oh, no, sorry. You kicked me off. How are we rounding up goats?
I mean, basically, you could give me an animal handling check to try and corral.
Yeah, Luca, it's 3 foot tall. Luca's going to run around going, goats, please, goats. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Please don't roll in that one because you will die from being trampled.
Well, I have a lot of hit points, it's D&D.
Yeah, but let's be.
Nat 1, let me roll that again.
You can roll in that one, you're fine.
Yeah, that was a zero.
That's a 3.
Hang on. Oh, yeah, sorry, it's a 3. Why is it rolling with advantage? I have a normal thing. Anyway, yeah, so that's fine.
Make...
Yeah, so I'm running around going, goats, please don't. Ah!
Yeah, and as you run in the direction of a goat, it just kind of sidesteps you and bolts off in a different direction.
I'm like, no, come back. Lightning lure. No. Okay.
All right, so let's see. I'll roll a d4. High, it's going for Craig. Low, it's going for Alfred.
Oh no.
Yeah, so Aldwin, it smells like a shark. It smells blood in the water, and it's going to strafe past you again. It's going to go with the claws first.
Does it enter and then leave Craig's attack range?
No, because it's got a 10-foot reach.
Damn it.
It doesn't have to. With the claws, that's a 25 to hit.
Let me check. It's very close.
Yeah. Can you give me an athletics check, please, as it tries to grapple you?
Athletics check.
Richard, what are you doing?
It just keeps rolling. It keeps always rolling at a disadvantage unless I click advantage. So sorry. I'm just.
No, don't stress. Don't stress.
Athletics.
So
You have something that's giving you disadvantage in animal handling, though.
All right. So I'm just gonna do that for now. And then so that was 10 feet of movement. So it's got 70 left. It's gonna go 5, 10 to there, and then it's gonna go about another 15 feet up.
Okay.
And it's gonna strike out at you with its stinger.
Just tries to drop Aldrin, and Aldrin just stands there in the air beside it. It's like, nah.
Yeah, I think this one's going to clang off the armor. That's a 17.
Yep, that will not hit.
All right. It's kind of biting at you, and you're just fending it off at this point.
Yep.
Magno's just rushing. Magno, you've got 20 rounds left. The goats are still going crazy.
He's just riding really fast.
Oh.
The goats are still going crazy on this side of the field.
It's just D&D Santa. It's like it's a thing with a long beard riding a goat instead of a deer.
Is Elian still trying to corral the goats?
Yeah.
Give me another animal handling.
He rolled well the last time. Maybe he'll roll well this time.
Okay, you guys are currently sitting on 2 successes and 1 failure.
Why did that double roll? All my stuff seems to double roll. It's 13.
All right, 13. Yeah, that's still a success.
Yay. Alien the Goat Whisperer.
Yeah, the goats seem to be listening to Alien. He's just got something going for him there.
It's because he's got the quarter staff. He looks like a shepherd.
They all have shitty goatees. That's why.
Aldwin.
That's Craig's turn.
It's Craig's turn. You skipped.
Oh, did I miss Craig? Sorry.
Yeah, Craig is just going to stand there. He's like, and he's going to look, and he's like, oh shit, he's out of javelins, so he's going to just take his hand axes, start throwing those.
All right, it is about 25 feet up at this point.
Yeah, he's going to get like under it ish. So
one of these days, I'm going to decide to let you roll for the axe coming back down.
Yeah.
When you throw up at something.
I'll happily do it. Do I have hand axes still?
Craig would probably feel like he's got the ability to recall the fucking axe if that happens.
That is a 22 for 8 slashing.
22 definitely hits.
Second hand axe, 21 for 9 slashing.
All right, both hit. But I believe you are out of hand axes as well now.
Get down! Do any of them fallen nearby?
No, they stuck in it.
He's like, Aldrin, throw it back.
Aldrin, it is your turn.
Excellent. Spirit Guardian.
I'm just imagining they go either way, of either side of Aldrin's head. As Aldrin's there, he's like,
can it make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I think that's only on its turn.
Yep. But it is now in this bubble as all these little small tiny radiant knights start going straight through it. There's a 15-foot sphere of angry helm knights.
That it can't get away until.
And I'm going to hold on to it now.
Are you trying to grapple it back?
Yes. Yes, I am.
All right, give me an athletics check.
I imagine Aldwin's like spirit guardians, all these little, knights of Helm, being like the Oompa Loompas from Willy Wonka.
24.
All right, it fails with an 8.
You ain't going anywhere. You started this fight. I'm finishing it.
No, so the way I see Aldwin's spirit guardians is literally a helm with arms coming out the side and legs coming out the bottom.
Little super deformed style.
Didn't they get kind of evil looking a while ago as well?
That was in your dream.
Yeah. Why were they evil in my dream?
Because you think it's a great spell for using as a buzzsaw.
It is a great spell for using as a buzzsaw.
So I went with that because this is your interpretation of it.
It is literally an arcane buzzsaw. Like, of course, it's a great spell.
I will then bonus action recast Steps of Night.
Spirit Guardians is a bone, isn't it?
No, Spirit Guardians is the.
Let's see, spell description. So you wouldn't have been able to grapple.
Yeah.
Okay, no, fair enough. That's fine. I will.
You could just
go with
hold
the
on, but
grapple.
not grapple.
I'm just holding on in that case.
Yeah.
But yeah, bonus action to recast Steps of Night.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see where this goes.
All right. So as it's got you grappled, firstly, it's going to make its wisdom save. That is a natural 19 for a 20. So it takes half damage.
Half damage, yes.
So it will take
it's still.
8.
It's by the way, its speed is still halved.
All right.
Regardless of that.
It is very much pissed off at you at this point. It knows you are hurting. It knows it is hurting. So it is going to go for broke, and it's going to try and bite you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to miss with an 8. You managed to raise your shield at the last second.
1 second, caller. Oh no, never mind.
Did you do
Carry
the
on.
gauntlets?
No, I need it to hit me up close.
It is a
There's a 5-foot range attached to them. I haven't been able to use it.
Yeah, it's kind of carrying you in its claw at this point and biting down at you. So
I
is hitting you from range.
It needs to hit me with the attack though.
Damn it.
And then it's going to try with its stinger because I'm saying it's carrying you in its claws, so it can't really attack you with its claws.
Yeah.
I mean, it could squeeze him.
19 to hit.
19 will not hit.
All right, that is the end of its turn. Its speed is halved.
Yeah.
And it's for lack of a better word, it's got an intelligence of 5. It's a dumb beast. It is going to try and carry you away another 40 feet.
Sure.
And then it's like, I'll get out of this swarm of bugs. Oh God, it's following me. It's like an any movie where they piss off like a bee nest, like in old Disney movies. They have to jump in the water to get rid of it.
Yeah.
In this case,
I'm basically going to make it to there.
Okay.
All right, that is Magnar's just running. The goats are running.
Keep running up that hill.
Can give you one last animal handling check. You're one success away from getting this half of the herd at least sorted out.
Oh no!
That's a failure. Would he like to do some of his stupid time magic?
Don't think he can.
Stupid time magic.
I mean, yeah, the prone will shift that. He'll be about to get hit in the face by one of the
That's such a brother thing to say.
So
it's just a DM not liking this feature, I think is what is the word you.
I know. I can't say that because I use it against Richard quite often.
As the goat was about to ram him, he's like, "No!" and then he rewinds time, and then he tries it again.
Yeah, so I mean, with the 19, you have basically pacified the one half of the herd.
Nice.
Doctor
Strange used temporal magic to study faster. I mean, why not? Yeah. Why not herding goats?
Exactly, a noble use of the art.
I'm just gonna keep running this direction, and as he's going, he's gonna I assume that probably one of his javelins are around here somewhere.
You did miss with one, yes. So yeah. I mean, I'll let you pick one up, and
I don't think he actually threw the lightning javelin as well. By the way, he just kind of did the point and shoot the lightning with it.
I mean, if you want to use it as a standard javelin,
I don't. But yeah, he's gonna pick up the normal one, and he's just gonna be like, "Okay, question: can you snap it in half and throw both halves?" No. That'll probably weaken the damage.
It would be an improvised weapon, so it'll take your damage down to a D4.
Never mind.
A 17 will hit.
And he just throws this javelin. As he reaches out of the ground, leans back and full on Olympian throws.
Move that goat out of the way so you can see.
Dead?
No, it's not. It's got 1 hit point left.
Is there like a rock or something Craig can throw as his last one?
Give me.
It had 1 hit point left. It's not surviving the next round.
It's not. But if Craig wants to try and kill it with a rock, give me an investigation check, DC 12.
To find a rock.
Yes, Craig.
Yes!
That's a 12. There is a rock.
Can I just use a ranged weapon attack?
It is a fist-sized chunk. So it's an improv. I mean, everyone's technically trained in improvised weapon. So yeah, it's a D4 damage. So as long as you hit.
I don't. The rock just sails past and bonks. The rock bonks Alden. I'm just gonna say the rock bonks Alden.
Yeah, I mean it just kind of bounces.
Wasn't that one?
Bounces off Alduin's helmet.
Hit it.
What the?
But that is it. And then Alduin, it is.
Yeah, the buzzsaw.
That is its turn. You could still.
You could punch it to death. You can
actively try to kill it instead of just waiting.
You can punch it.
No, I'm just gonna wait that 1 second.
You
It's
should
just that
punch
bit
it.
It's just like the momentum, and I just come out the other side of it, and it's just still hot flying in the air.
Yeah, I mean.
And then I go, oh, there's a lot of goats. We need to go and herd the goats. God damn it.
So Alduin, you are in the air.
How high am I at this point?
Well, it took you from 5 feet and it flew up 15, so we'll say about 20 feet up in the air.
Okay. If I can, I will fly back down and use my action to start trying to herd goats.
Yeah. All right. So between you and Carrick, both of you give me 2 animal handling checks each. Let's see how far you get with 2.
I will drop Spirit Guardians on the way, and
the fact a sling is only a D4 damage is ridiculous. It was one of the most lethal ranged weapons in medieval times.
All right, so that's 2 successes from Alduin. Craig is a failure, and another failure, and another failure. We'll give you 3.
I didn't mean to roll 3, but yeah.
That's fine, we'll take 3. Give me another one, Craig, and another 2, Alduin.
No, not like that. Like this.
All right. So
I'm gonna. Oh, is Alduin doing more animal checks? Like we're just out of initiative now? Because I want to cast Owl's Wisdom and then do checks with advantage to try to get.
Yeah, but we're really far away.
Your side's done.
Far away. Yeah, your side's been specified.
Craig is just.
Oh, okay.
Craig and Alduin's side, however, either of you roll me a D100.
They do have the gnome with them as well, though.
We do.
Their side.
Oh, did you guys have the gnome? Never mind.
Yeah, I stayed with the Pinchwit.
Hold on to that one. Let me. You guys.
Some random was like, Craig, stop! You're not helping.
My theory is that the Goliaths hunt these giant things in the wild, so they're all like, "No, it's one of those."
Lady Wigglehoof.
I honestly thought you said they hump these things in the
No,
wild.
it's a hunt.
I was like, what?
Don't worry, Magnard, it wasn't just you.
Oh, that's just rude.
Oh, they do. They totally hump them in the wild.
No,
That's
yeah,
scandalous.
I heard that. That was what I.
It's like you get caught fucking a goat just one time.
HUNT.
There's a herd of goats. Good lord.
for tango.
It's like a right of manhood among them is to go out
We're
and
not
hump all the
Welsh,
goats
okay?
and hump all of them.
We're not sheep shaggers.
The sheep shag tribe.
But yes, with what's the name again?
Pinchwit Wigglehoof, Lady Wigglehoof.
You were able to, with your checks, specify the goats enough, and you did not manage to lose too many of them. I'll say you probably lost about 2 of them just because of the time it took.
Greg is going to find where the body landed and he's just going to start collecting his armory out of the flesh of the wyvern.
Goat for supper.
of the wyvern. All right.
Wyvern for supper.
Oh,
When
it's Crag.
Magnar finally turns up, he's just going to be like, obviously see the carnage of this wyvern down and the goats like collected, and he's just going to be like, are we going then or what?
I killed it with a rock.
You
With
look at
a
the
rock?
damage that's bounced through all the things. Yeah,
Yeah, I hit
killed
it
with
there.
the rock.
I threw it like Aldwin was up there. It was killing Aldwin. I missed it with it. I hit it with a javelin, and then like I didn't have any more javelins, so I looked for a rock. Found a rock. Threw the rock. I think I hit Aldwin, but the force of it hitting Aldwin and Aldwin hitting the wyvern killed it.
That was exactly how it went. Yes.
So sort of Aldwin.
I just look at Aldwin and just wink like.
So Aldwin kind of killed
Aldwin's
it.
kind of. Aldwin's doing that. Blood fairly profusely running down him.
Yeah.
Starting to bind his own wounds.
Make a con save to see if Crag can ghost you with the rock.
Yeah, so we're ready to go.
Did you guys kill your one?
Yeah.
By the way, in the distance, I kind of saw a goat flying. What happened?
What do you mean in the distance? I'm like 30 feet above you on a flying goat.
Oh shit! Yeah, I figured the Bramstein would have landed by now. Yeah, no, never mind. Crag's like, what?
Yeah, I actually hope I land, and I land next to you.
How did what?
You know, wizards.
Why does he never make us fly?
Because he's hardly ever here.
Yeah, true. I mean, look, I flew once. I did fly that one time fighting a dragon, and that was pretty fucking cool.
All right. So, Craig, you said you were trying to harvest one of the wyverns.
I mean, I was retrieving all my weapons, but yeah, I will also harvest the wyvern.
Okay, if you
I
want
suppose
to do
in the
that.
process, as Crag is pulling out the hand axe and start hacking all parts of the wyvern.
All right, give me a nature check. It would be DC 16.
No, I have a
Do you
minus
want me
one.
to aid you?
I will take the help.
Or do you want guidance?
I will take the help. I have a minus one.
Yeah, me both. I'm not going to help be much help.
Yeah, but
Or
we
nature.
can two idiots helping each other. Like I'll take the advantage over them.
Oh yeah. Right. So wait. Okay. So it's been established. Aldwin's helping Craig. Are either of you proficient?
No.
No.
It's a disadvantage.
Does it make the check with disadvantage?
Yes.
Shouldn't it be survival and not nature?
I was hoping it'd be medicine or survival.
Oh, yeah, if it was survival, I'm very good at it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to give you guys that easy of a check.
The 3.
I mean, you butcher it. You
So
get
when Aldrin says he's helping,
Crag finds something that looks important, then Alden's like, oh, what's that? And then Crag buries his axe into the important thing, and he's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
you're doing good. You carry on. You've got this.
Okay. Do you think this is edible?
Yes.
I mean,
Eat
I
it.
ate it.
Eat all of it.
I ate a dragon. It wasn't great, but I mean, it was edible.
Particularly the sharp bit on the tail. That would be very nice.
No, that was poisonous.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, I mean, you should probably, like, get the poison out of the wound.
Is Aldwin actually poisoned?
It doesn't give the poison condition. No.
Yeah, but he got stabbed with poison.
It just does poison damage.
Okay.
I feel like there should be a different damage type for that, because like poison, how is it doing damage without giving you the condition? I've never understood.
No, it just injects a gargantuan amount of poison into him, and then it does
It hurts.
Gargantuan.
I mean, think of it as a.
It just pops blood vessels, I guess.
Yeah, insect bite on a grand scale.
Yeah.
Where the poison.
Oh, just sting. So it just stings real bad.
Yeah.
The difference between being like a poison condition is that it's going around the bloodstream. This is just like a bee sting.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
it's a very big bee sting.
But with Craig quite literally butchering that roll, I think that's where we will end it for tonight. And we will pick it up next week with the rest of the trail back to Fanlin. So, yeah.
And the other 20 wyvern
Yeah, the other 20 that are hiding in the wings somewhere.
In the wings? What? In the wings of what?
Mother wyvern.
Yeah.
Evangelion-sized wyvern flies off.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. No way. We're not fighting an Evangelion. We will die. And we will also be traumatized.
Thanks for the guys who stuck with us. It's been fun to be back. We'll be back next week with more adventures. Cheers, everyone.
Providing
See you
no
Thursday.
Yeah.